What's up, everybody? My name is Dennis the Menace.
Oh, my name's Esteban. I don't introduce myself. I'm usually like the odd man out, so they usually introduce me. But yeah.
Yeah, we got the guest host Omen here. We got some special guests in the building, though. You already know what it is. There are actually some podcasters as well, and we set this up a long time ago, but thankfully,
Yeah.
time went by quick, and we finally got him on. But y'all gave a big round of applause for the canceled show. Correct.
That's right.
Yeah. And Manny, Lupe, thank y'all for coming out today.
Hello, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
We're
Thank
over
you.
here at the Juice,
Yes,
enjoying us some nice cold beverages.
So nice
Check out
juice.
the koozie,
Yeah.
looking dope.
You got the juice now.
That's Modelo time.
Yes, sir.
So how's y'all day? How's y'all's week been and everything?
Man,
Man, bro. Okay, so I went to is it Austin. I forgot what the name is. The actual
Travis Wade.
Lake Travis.
Yeah.
That's what it was, bro. I'm so grateful. I was out there like in a mansion, and I come back. I'm like, I'm just poor.
Oh yeah.
He
Yeah.
realizes what
I'm just
life
like,
really
yeah.
was.
I'm out there, and there's boats, and there's like, not food, and everybody has a mansion up in the hills, and I come back home. I'm like, man, I gotta come home to this shit.
Dude, I think seeing too much of what you don't have is super.
It made
toxic.
me ungrateful, bro.
Yeah, bro. You're just like you get home, you're just like fuck this shit. Yeah.
Just,
yeah,
I wonder.
yeah.
Especially if you go on vacation somewhere for like
It's
a
not
good
good enough.
week.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You get home, you're like,
Like it's not good
Yeah.
enough.
this
Yeah.
old ass TV.
I wanted to break stuff, but I couldn't afford to repair it.
Right.
So I only broke stuff what I could afford. So
If you
Right.
didn't want no more.
yeah,
The old number 2 pencil.
motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah.
So were you out there with like family and shit?
Yeah, I
Like,
was out there with
Labor Day
us.
weekend?
Yeah,
Nice.
it was.
What you said, Austin?
Yeah,
Nice.
it was so much fun, bro. Like I'm still there.
See, and that's the
Right.
worst. You had too much fun.
Yeah, nah, it's just
It was short and
Vacation
sweet
too
though,
hard.
right?
yeah,
Like,
but I
you
mean,
wish it lasted longer. We were out at it's close by around Austin, and it's Kingsland. But,
Yeah.
Like there's Lake LBJ out there. That's where we were at.
yeah,
But my sister's boyfriend owns like a lake house. It's not like like a fancy lake house, but I mean some of the houses you guys on the boat and see like all the mansions on the side.
right.
Crazy. Like how do they even get this money and shit?
I don't know.
And you're like, I'm poor.
Yeah,
Right, for real, bro.
I hated it. What about you guys?
I didn't do shit, man. I got a baby at the house that's just crying and screaming. So
Hey, congratulations though.
Thank you,
Congratulations on the
thank you.
newborn.
Congrats.
it was he was born a month ago, but he had some issues. Finally got him home like a week ago.
Okay.
Nice.
So
That's
It's a blessing. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's adjusting. To, I haven't had a baby in like 6 years, and now I'm adjusting to getting up at night.
Dang.
Well, I don't get up at night. The wife does. Not because I don't want to, because I don't have titties. I can't get them.
Right.
Fair.
So just put them on her titty.
Does the baby sleep with you on the bed or like?
Yeah.
Okay, dude, that's hard.
Is it?
Yeah, it's hard. Like, I would say like both our kids, like one of us, like we finally just got to, like the last one to like start sleeping on her own, but she'll wake up in the middle of the night, come in the bed with us. But like it's made me start sleeping like this. Or, like,
Oh,
Oh
this.
yeah,
It
you
fucks up
learn
my
not to
back.
fucking move.
Right, I can sleep on
Really?
a branch, like a tree branch.
Yeah.
Just like all
Like,
night.
Having kids and having them sleep in the bed with you does two things. It makes you real alert to whenever they
Yeah.
fucking move. You're like, the fuck you doing? Go back to sleep. Or it makes it to where you don't move. You stay in one specific spot. You may rotate, but you stay in that, that same spot, and you don't move an inch
Sounds painful.
because you don't want to
You're
roll
like
over on the baby.
bad.
you're like the little hot dogs in the gas station.
Yeah.
Just like-
Yeah,
It's
you're just
rotating
you're
in place.
rotating
In place.
one
Honestly,
spot.
yeah,
In
it's like
place.
my fucking bottom sheet be coming off. Like
You're just sauteing the same spot over
Yeah,
and
too.
over. Yeah.
That and they take the covers away from you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They will kick them fucking covers off of you. So you learn to sleep in the cold without no problem.
Yeah, you might got a fucked up back, but it's
Really?
all good.
Yeah.
It's become hot because I wake up all sweat. I don't have kids, but like I can only imagine either you're cold or you're hot.
Yeah.
Oh, that too.
Hot,
Whenever
yeah.
they're all up on you and shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I'm already like a hot person too, so like both my kids are like that. They just be on me because like they wanted that heat,
Yeah.
and I'd be like, man, get off me.
Like you're making my temperature rise.
All right.
Baby
yeah.
shit.
Oh.
Wake up dehydrated.
For real, man.
Yeah.
Especially if you're drinking the night before.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's even
Yeah,
worse.
you guys are the real man.
Hey,
That's the real
holding
deal.
it down.
Well, congrats on that though.
Thank
Yeah.
you,
Yeah,
thank you,
congrats,
I'm sure
thank you.
it's a relieving and also like a damn. Now we're here.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Once we got him home, it was like a relief.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh shit, now I got to take care of him.
Right.
Cause,
Yeah.
wife was up there at the hospital the whole time, so
Right.
I spent as much time as I could, especially because working and taking care of the other kids and picking them up, doing, you know,
Right.
everyday life when having a kid in the hospital is fucking different.
Right.
And just finally having them home, I'm like, oh shit, I can hold you without a nurse being right there next to me telling me to, you know, put you down. Or,
Gotta give
you
them
know,
back. Yeah.
you gotta put them down.
Yeah.
You know, it
Yeah,
was
that's
cool.
awesome.
It's
That's
a
good.
relief.
Nice. Oh yeah.
Well, in other world news, I don't know if y'all heard about the Burning Man incident, like over the
Yeah.
weekend. Like,
Yeah, that shit
it's
got
like
flooded, right?
70,000 people were like stuck out there. Like, yeah, it had rain. It's like the first time it's rained in like 70 years or something.
Yeah,
like that.
in 2 days.
Yeah, and like out there, it's like it's alkaline. It's not like actual mud. So like when it like gets wet, it's
Yeah.
like clay. But I watched like videos on it. And that shit was crazy. Just like the people out there, and a lot of people are like talking about it, like, oh, they're stuck out there. There's Ebola going around, like, which is a bunch of just rumors and
Yeah,
stuff. But
that's
those
what
people
I
are already
heard.
going out there
Yeah.
to like get stuck out there in the desert and
They just didn't expect it
trip
to
on
rain.
drugs, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That's what it was. But they also they stopped like the freeway. They got in the way that
Yeah.
Yeah, they shut
yeah,
it
yeah.
down for
So
like a few days,
I-
right?
actually, I commented on something like that. I was like, we should owe those climate protesters an apology because they were trying to stop everybody from going there. But that's what it was. It was like climate protesters, like they like blockade. Yeah,
and the sheriff right through them.
yeah,
Yes.
knocked
That
shit
was
over.
crazy. Yeah. That dude just ran like in the fucking movie, just no regards for life.
I bet someone gave him a call and was like, hey, we're gonna give you like a couple grand. Just
Yeah,
do
no,
that shit.
do
I
it,
think
bro,
somebody
do it.
called. So from what I heard, somebody called the police, told them that they had guns.
Yeah,
That's why
shit.
they came in just like a bat out of
I
hell.
think that's bullshit though. That's
Yeah,
always
so-
an excuse.
Someone angry.
Someone
called.
always has
Yeah.
a gun.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what they told them.
Yeah,
Like, hey, let's get these people out. Tell them they got a gun.
right.
When's the time the cops show up the quickest?
yeah.
When they gotta go.
When a minority has a gun, yeah,
All they gotta say, look.
You don't even gotta show the gun. Just
Right.
just put your finger in your hoodie.
yeah. I thought it was a gun. No,
No, it's just a cell phone. Oh, my bad.
if you can't tell what a gun is, maybe you shouldn't be. I know I said I'm gonna catch a lot of heat for that, but maybe you should be a cop. I mean, you've been that long enforcement, but you can't tell what a gun is.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that happens though. I believe being a cop is like one of the hardest jobs.
Yeah.
Because people are gonna love you, but they're also gonna hate you for what you do.
Right.
And you gotta make that judgment. Like honestly, me, if I pull you guys over, and y'all are acting fucking shady, I'm
You're
gonna
gonna-
be like, man, I might have to shoot one of these.
You're gonna have your
motherfuckers.
hand on the gun.
Damn,
like,
don't go right to that one.
What?
Don't go right to that one.
But I'm like, okay,
Let's
hold on.
investigate a little
Hold on.
bit.
That was my point.
But
Let's
that's what I'm saying.
investigate a little
That's
bit.
just me. That's why I wouldn't be able to be a cop.
Okay, fair
I
enough,
wouldn't
fair
be
enough,
able to
fair
be a
enough.
soldier because
Excuse me. Oh,
first sign of danger, I'm shooting.
He moved.
Yeah,
yeah.
you moved.
Yeah.
Because I'm a scary individual.
Yeah.
I've
there
lived
you
in the
go.
hood.
Skittish.
Yeah, I've lived in the hood. I'm,
it's alert.
yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
work. If I see you acting weird, I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with this dude? And that's
Right.
just me.
But
Yeah.
being weird is not a crime, though.
I mean, hey, sometimes
That's-
that's weird ones. Sometimes those ones you gotta look out for.
Not really. I mean, okay, so look, I know
That
what
should
you
go on a
said.
T-shirt right there.
I
Being
mean-
weird is not a crime.
Well, it's 'cause-
Which is
okay.
fair. Which is fair. I
Because,
mean,
and I say this because I've been watching tons of videos lately. Like if I'm going watching these guys, is that the first thing they tell you is like, "Well, I don't know you. Oh, I don't know you either. You're approaching me. You're supposed to escalate the situation.
Right.
You're the one with the gun. You're the one with the electricity. What do you call that shit?
Tasers.
That's electricity, dumbass. You're with all the gadgets.
You're the
Yeah.
one with the TXE.
Yeah, and I'm here with like nothing. You're
Right.
approaching me. Why should I sit there and bow to you? Like, no, man. Hey, de-escalate the situation.
right.
Instead of no, they do the opposite of all that.
Yeah.
And well, I didn't know if he had a weapon. Out of me and you, who's probable, to survive?
Right.
You are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause you
Well, I
gotta-
mean, because like
They're
same
bulletproof.
situation.
Like,
Yeah.
bulletproof
Thank you.
vests,
Same
like-
situation and like no badge. It's like
Oh,
it's
don't
just
get me-
it's just human nature.
don't
Like
get me
like
started
you
on those motherfuckers, bro.
you know what I mean? It's like just people like if you have a gun and you approach someone and that person knows that you have a gun, it's like
Yeah.
you're automatically it's just human nature. You're gonna feel slightly defensive. You
Yeah,
know?
you're
You're
gonna
gonna
be like, oh,
you're gonna
shit.
you're gonna react, say things a certain type of way to just based off of that fact.
Yeah.
You know, so
And I
Yeah.
feel like too when they train, it's more like they're training like against force or like
yeah.
combat training. It's not like more like mental or like unless you get into that one position where it's like maybe like FBI or like detective shit where they're like
Well, I don't know if you saw
now like you're
some
investigating.
of the videos that got leaked already. is they teach them to kill, because it's easier to kill them than to have them alive. You have them alive, you got to pay for their bills. You get sued, they lose
Court.
money.
Yeah.
True that. Yeah.
So it's easier to kill them.
Lawsuits.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Damn.
Yeah.
And there's,
What
there's
video is that?
Oh, I gotta send it to you because I seen it, and it's crazy. And that's why they tell you to lie. Cops. That's why cops lie a lot.
Yeah.
Well,
They
yeah.
try to get you to fess up.
Yeah, they never got to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
They are going to lie to you and tell you.
Shoot, I learned that when I got a DUI or DWI, whichever it is. Like each state calls it differently. When I was like 20 or so, I was dude at the time. Dude, I'm someone, especially when it comes to like if police are involved and I know like I'm good, I'll just fess up information that I'm like I just told him my security, like social security. He didn't even ask me for that. But so he was like,
the window, he knocks on it.
yeah.
451.
Yeah, type shit. Where if I think I'm like I'm good, dude. Like we're gonna dab him. We're out of here.
Yeah.
So it's like 4th of July weekend, and I get pulled over. And crazy story. I was headed to my fiance's house. Well, at the time we were just boyfriend girlfriend, but like she's my fiance now. But I was headed to her place, and 4th of July weekend, I stopped to have one beer with some buddies. It was a Bud Light Platinum, but that's all I had.
Yeah.
Right. And I was there for less than an hour.
Parties.
Yeah, for like 45 minutes. Right. Had that, left. I was headed over there, and I got pulled over, and he said like I smell alcohol on you. Like, did you drink? Me thinking like, dude, I only had one beer. Like, I'm good. Yeah, I just had a beer. I just had stopped over with some buddies. Like, I'm just headed to my girlfriend's house right now, and immediately he was like, get out.
No.
And I was like, fuck. Like, all right, well, I'm fine. Like, I can whatever sobriety test I can do. Like, I'll do. Failed apparently. Whatever to their standard was failed.
That .05.
But I got pulled over. So here like there's a bunch of ramps, where you go on like the exits that like look like roller coasters in Ohio. There's not too many of those.
Yeah.
But here like they're all connecting each other. But there, so like I get pulled over on one of those ramps, and he's asking me to do like a straight line sobriety test on their lines, and like the line, it's like clearly like I'm following the line that like I think is it's moving.
Right,
it's
yeah.
literally moving. So like so that's what he counted as like wasn't walking straight type shit. But either way, so he gave me the
He
option.
didn't follow that straight line.
Yeah, so
It's
he
not
gave me
straight.
the option of like going down to the station or having like a paddy wagon. We called it paddy wagon, where they come and do a sobriety test there. So it's like, dude, I'm good. Like I only had the one beer. Fine, just bring it here. I end up failing it, and I get it with low levels. I barely go over, right? And I'm being super cooperative, but like the guy who was there, he had a what I didn't know at the time until after they were taking me home was that he had a ride along with him. He was in training, and I was like, dude, you're just making me an example.
Yeah.
So
See, this is what you got to do.
when I get in the paddy wagon and do the breathalyzer, and he was super nice, dude. He was like, just do this and blah blah blah. Eventually, I get the DUI. They tow my car. They take me home. The officers who pulled me over take me home, and then on the way home, they speed and run red lights the entire way. At this point, I'm mad. So I'm like, dude, isn't this why you pulled me over?
Right.
He's like, it's different. We can do whatever we want.
Yep.
I'm like, and so immediately I
Yeah.
get pissed off and I start talking shit to them and blah, blah, blah. But they drop me off. Like a month later, the guy who pulled up in the paddy wagon and did the breathalyzer, he comes in to where I worked at, and I told him everything that happened. And I asked him, like, dude, what could I have done differently to just...
Keep your mouth shut. Just say nothing.
That's what he said. He said, like, the worst thing you did was accept the breathalyzer. Because all it is a receipt saying that you drank.
Yep.
And that's it. He was like, had you not done that, he was like, you would have been fine because, like, you were cooperative, you were coherent. Like, you didn't seem intoxicated, but you told them that you drank. You told them all... Literally, like, you were just being honest.
Yeah.
Gave him the key to lock you up.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. And so after that, I was like,
You know
dude,
what?
fuck this shit.
That's wild. They drove you home.
They drove me home. So
That is
because I was
wild.
being, and they told me because I was being cooperative, we'll give you a ride home.
I was being cooperative with cops in Sampson's Park.
No, it's good. You got a different look, though.
Them motherfuckers made me walk.
It's like
Fuck
let's
you,
be real.
Sampson's Park. They towed my car. on Christmas Eve at that with presents in the trunk.
No.
Yes.
What?
I had to tell my kids that I give them their presents in like 2 days because the fucking the impound lot wasn't open,
Damn.
so I couldn't get it till like that Monday. But yeah, fuck you, Samson's Park. You ruined my kids' Christmas.
Yeah, but you're more of an asshole.
Nah, I was being cooperative. Look, man, I was cooperating.
I was being
So first of all, I got pulled over because my tail light was out, and then he made me get out the car, and I look at the tail light and it was on. I'm like, did you say the brake light
That's
or
how
the
they get
tail
you.
light?
Yeah.
He goes, the
I've
tail light.
gotten that before.
I'm like, but it's on. He goes, well, it wasn't when I pulled you over. I'm like, damn.
So that happened to me in Arlington, by the way. Yeah,
Yeah.
same
Yeah,
thing.
they do that. They
Yeah.
do that for sure. That's a tactic.
And,
It's racism. That's what I call it.
no, you know what was more
I got
fucked
pulled
up?
over for speeding initially, and like there's no record of
Yeah.
that being put in the report. It's just, I don't even remember what it was. Something of like how I got onto the ramp exit.
You got on too fast.
Something. Man, I don't know.
It's
But
because
either
to
way.
get onto the ramp is like 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
touche.
was already hitting
And I always
60 to 70.
and I
Yeah.
was worried about that, but yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, man, I literally got out the car. I saw my tail light. I'm like, but it's on. He goes, it wasn't on whenever I pulled you over. I'm like, oh, so that magically just started working. Great.
You should have been like, you got, what is it, dash cam?
Ooh, yeah.
So that's what I learned in that whole process is to ask for everything. But also,
Badge
like,
number, all that shit.
it took me like $5,000 to get to probation for a year. And I'm the type of person that like if something like that happens or anything like that, I do 110% research to like, how can I get out of this type shit, right?
I don't want to pay all that much.
So-
what can I do?
Right, and what it pretty much meant is I was either going to have to go to court for it, to fight it, and then it's going to be a bunch of he say, she say, unless I requested certain documents or footage and all this stuff. At the time, obviously, like I didn't have the budget to do that type of anything. But fast forward a couple months after my whole situation, I warned all of my friends, this is what you do. At that time, one of my best friends was the known like sober driver.
Oh.
He was the known like what's it called, like not the sober driver, but the
Designated
DD?
driver?
he was the
DD?
known DD, but he didn't like not drink. He just handled his alcohol really, really well. He was
That's
always the
usually
DD. So
That's me.
he gets pulled over and I'm with him, and he gets out of his by not complying. He gets his shit towed. They were like, and they'll tell you that like if you don't agree to going down to the station, or if you don't agree to a breathalyzer, that will take your shit away could take up to 30 days and blah blah blah. Just say no, because all you have to do is lawyer up, and they'll get it to you within a week.
I'd be like, cool. Take
Yeah,
it.
because and that's all it is just they're getting a receipt saying that you did this.
Yeah, you're admitting
So-
to the fact that you committed a crime.
Yeah. So he did that. He got his license back within a week. He fought the case. He asked for footage and all that stuff. They tried to say he didn't pass his sobriety test. Footage showed that he was fine,
Yeah.
and he got out of it. He has no points on his record. I got a point on my record, but yeah, just knowledge, just knowing that.
Exactly.
Yeah, just knowing that.
Put him in
Yeah.
place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Stick it to the man.
Wait, so what
That's
did
my
you
way to
what
stick
did
to
you like actually go in for?
Oh, nothing. They pulled me out the car, and they're like, "What do you got in the car?" I'm like, "Nothing. Some presents." I have another 2 friends with me. They're like, "Why do they look so nervous?" I'm like, "Well, you just pulled me over. And you just told me to get out the car. Like, why wouldn't they be nervous? It's a tail light. Why am I out the car?"
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Why do you look nervous?" I'm like, "I'm not."
It's one of those things where if someone says like, "Why are you mad?" I'm not mad.
Yeah.
it's
And I
like
started
no.
getting irritated, but I'm complying.
Yeah.
Like, you mind if we search the car? I'm like, you already got me out the car, bro. Whatever makes this go quicker. Do your thing. Searches my car, pops open my trunk. He goes, "You got a
What's
lab?"
this? Crack.
You got it.
No, I was kidding.
It's sugar.
He So we had this dude with us, and he pulls everybody out the car, and he's like, searching everybody, and my boy lifts his hands up, so he gets searched, and his ass crack is showing. So his partner, he's like, I found the crack, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he's showing his ass crack.
Fucked
yeah,
up.
that's funny. What about you? Got jokes?
Everybody looked around.
Everybody
like,
turned
no.
around and looked, and he's sitting there putting his head down, pulling his pants up. But yeah, man,
you guys haven't let that joke go, right?
Nah,
No, you can't. You gotta hold that
You gotta
to.
keep it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, they. So I don't have a license. I've never had one.
No, you told me that.
Yeah, I've never had one. I can get cars. I got insurance, but I've never had a license.
You like chameleon? Wait, what? Wait, hold on. You have car insurance?
Yeah.
No license.
No license. I pay more, but
I didn't even know you could do that.
yeah, you can do that. I've gotten cars, no license, and I didn't get my license because I didn't want to pay.
Info.
I didn't get
Info.
my license
If
before
y'all
because I
didn't
didn't
know,
want to
now
pay my
y'all know.
surcharges. Back when they used to have surcharges,
Yeah.
then they got rid of them. Now I just haven't done it because I'm fucking lazy. But I'm gonna work on getting a license
Hey,
one of these days.
let's go.
I gotta be an adult one day.
Well, now they've just passed a law. Well, they passed like 100 or 700 laws now, like in Texas. But one of them is like you have to identify yourself
Oh yeah.
when
so,
the police ask you like.
so if
for
you
your
get pulled
license.
over, you have to identify yourself.
You
No
can't-
more of this.
Like
don't
window
wanna talk to you.
halfway cracked down, like
Nah, they
pull the
gonna,
window down.
They gonna bust your shit and pull you out the car.
Get your ass out the car.
But see,
For
I've
real.
never had that problem.
Yeah.
You pull me over, I'm like, hey.
Right,
how you
yeah.
doing? Here you go, sir.
I've
Yeah.
only seen white people do that shit.
I've seen a lot of people get brave with it.
Yeah.
I haven't.
But I'm not the one. I'm not the one to get brave with that shit. You tell me, get the fuck out the car, I'm getting the fuck out the car.
Dude, I remember this one video. It was a while back, but it's like this kid, and he gets pulled over. He barely cracks the window down. The police is like, "Hey, get out of the like, I smell weed. Like, is that weed in your car?" And the kid's like denying it, no. And he like the cop's like, "Well, can you pull your window down? I need to talk to you more." And the kid's like, "Nah." And like I think he like busts his shit open, opens the door, and like tases him like right there, and like tases him for a long ass time, and then finally drags him out and just tosses his like lifeless body like on the ground. Like I mean he wasn't dead yet. And I think he did die or something like that, but
Yeah.
like, he just threw him on the ground, just head like bounced off the ground.
ground,
Yeah,
yeah.
like dude.
See, I don't want to be in those situations.
And all it was for some weed. That's it. Like
See,
crazy.
I don't ever want to be in those situations.
Nah, yeah.
I've been pulled over in the middle of the night and I'm just like, fuck. Yes, sir. No, sir. Okay, sir. Here you go, sir. I've been pulled over for nothing. I got pulled over because it said my registration was out. But I'm like, bro, look at the sticker. Like,
Yeah.
well, on my computer it read that it's out. I'm like, but you were coming this way and I was going that way. How the fuck did you get enough time to get my information that fast?
Right.
You busted you and pulled me over right away.
Yeah.
And I'm just
It's
like,
tactics, man.
and
Yeah.
I don't argue. I'm
Tactics.
just like, yes, sir. Okay, so
Right,
I'm like,
right.
well, you can see, I just got it. I don't know what you want to do. Looks in the car. You been drinking anything? No, sir. I have not been drinking. I'm polite as hell. Unless I'm going to jail.
I've tried to be. 'Cause I know most of the time I'm going to jail.
Once the handcuffs come out, that's when you can be real. It's like, well, all right.
Once I'm in the cop car, I don't even worry. I've had handcuffs on, and then they let me go. But the one time that I did get handcuffed and they put me in the cop car, man, I was talking so much shit. Somebody
Might
broke-
as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Somebody stole some shit out of some cars at my apartments, and we're watching Mayweather fight Pacquiao. I still
Oh
remember.
damn.
Everybody
that
was
fight
getting
too.
drunk,
Yeah.
you know. And I literally lived in the second floor of an apartment, and I walked down because my friend was leaving. So he's like, "Hey, can you tell me to where my car's at? Because I don't remember where I parked." I'm like, "Yeah, bro, I got you. Come on." And I'm walking, you know, I just barely got off the fucking stairs of my apartment. And my apartment was facing the street, and next thing you know, there's like 5 cops. Lights all on, everybody's jumping out the car. I'm like, "Oh shit, no, what the fuck?"
You matched the description.
Yeah,
Right?
no,
Always.
this is crazy though, because you know they were like, "Oh, we got to report to somebody." You know, what are you doing out here? I'm like, "Oh, well, I live up there." What are you doing? I'm like, walking my friend to his car. He smelled like alcohol. Yeah, because I was drinking up there in my fucking house. Like, I was watching the fight. Oh, we got a description of 2 guys breaking into cars. One with a black hoodie, one with a gray hoodie. I had a gray hoodie on. My homeboy had a black hoodie on. I was like, oh, wow,
What?
what a coincidence. And then my friend, he's a smart ass. He's like, oh, why? Because we're fucking Mexican? And I was like, shut the fuck up. Look, sir, I got a bunch of people in that apartment that can tell you that I was up there. And then
Yeah.
everybody starts coming out.
They're all
They-
fucking hammered.
Yeah, they're all hammered.
Doing lines.
Talking
Doing lines.
shit.
No, I'm kidding.
And they're all fucked up. And my boy Rafa was like, hey, you fucking pigs.
Ah,
And I'm
shit.
just like, shut the fuck up. Be quiet. And, you know, everybody's rowdy. I'm over there like, no, sir, blah, blah. They're like, hey, can we get the description of the 2 suspects? 6 foot tall, black male. I'm like, we're
Like, not
good.
us.
Yeah.
We're good. I'm not 6 foot tall. I'm not black. For the first time in my life, I'm happy I'm not tall.
Right.
You know, and then I'm just sitting here waiting for them to let me go. He's like, "No, we're gonna run you." I was like,
Damn.
"Bitch, I got a warrant," you know.
Fuck.
And I was
Yeah.
like, "Fuck." All right, I know I'm going to jail. I'm like, "Bro, we've been cooperating, but you're fucking friends." I'm like, "Oh, you motherfuckers." And they took me to jail.
They bail you out?
Nah, my wife bailed me out.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But the whole way we're in the car, he kept on getting calls, you know? I'm like, "Oh, man, something serious happened, man. And you're over here taking me to jail because I walked outside of my house. You're a criminal." I'm like, "Oh, my God, a parking ticket." And then he got another call. "Oh, look, somebody's getting murdered. You're not doing your fucking job."
Damn.
Like, dude, just drop me off.
Yeah, just drop me off right here.
Like, I'll
The
get
whole-
an Uber home right now.
The whole way to jail, he was mad as hell. Then he pulled me out of the car real aggressive and shit, you know? But
Ooh, strong.
Yeah.
I kind of said something like that. I'm like, "Oh, big boy got muscles." He was so pissed off.
You have to at that point. You got to troll them a little bit.
Like, I was already going to jail. There's no getting out of it.
I would have gave him the slight moment. Like,
Yeah.
See what he would have
You're
done.
like, I want that footage. I want that footage.
Like that one guy with
Put that in
the coins
cops.
in his pocket. The one guy with the coins in his pocket where he's getting chased by the cop.
I haven't seen that one.
With the what?
He had a bunch of quarters in his pocket,
Quarters, okay.
and he's like, the cop's chasing him, and he's running away from the cop.
Oh,
And
I think
he's
that's.
like, "Look, I'm gonna let you get this one, but not because you beat me. 'Cause I'm
Yeah,
tired."
yeah.
Then he starts wrestling down. He goes, "Ooh, big boy.
Yeah.
What's your safe word? Pineapple?"
Yeah, okay, I've seen that. Dude, that reminds me of that dude who can't stop calling the cop Papi.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like,
What?
He's,
He's like a
dude,
Puerto Rican guy.
yeah,
It's in
he's-
New York.
Yeah, unfortunately he's Puerto Rican and like it's like a
That's their word.
it's
He's
like,
like-
a stereotype and like I'm not trying to push it there, but like
He was
it
like
so happened
he's
in
smoking
that
weed
one
like
situation.
in a staircase or something like that, and they just like walked in. He's like, "Oh shit!"
He's like, I'm sorry, Papi.
And he
he's
starts
like,
searching him.
Stop calling me that. And then like
He's like, "Okay, Poppy. I mean, officer."
yeah. That's funny.
He's like, "That's what I say."
And that's crazy because they do.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like a common term. I've worked with a couple Puerto Ricans, and "Hey, Papi," I'm like, "What the fuck?" The first time I ever heard it, it threw me off. I'm like, "Damn, bro, you hitting on me?"
Right.
And he's like, "What?" "Oh, no, I don't do that." Like, "Why you keep calling me Papi?" He goes, "That's how we talk." I'm like, "All right." I didn't think nothing of it. I was
Yeah.
like, "All right, bro." He kept on saying it, so I was just like, whatever. I guess I'm Papi to him.
The only guy that called me Poppy.
Yeah,
Right.
You gotta ever call. Nah, I've had a couple.
Damn.
I'm gonna allow it.
Nah, I have a couple calls.
Dude, but I thought Mexican people talk fast. Fucking Puerto Ricans talk fast.
Yeah, it's
Fuck.
crazy.
Like it's almost like what? Like it's almost
You have
intimidating
to do
too.
a
Like
double take.
yeah. And then they have like their like like their little like the way they talk like their
Yeah.
They have a swag with it. Yeah.
You're like okay, oh shit.
It's cool
okay.
as fuck, but then sometimes I'm like,
It's a little too much. It's a little
Yeah.
too much.
Slow it down. Just-
I'm already bad with Spanish, bro.
Right.
Like,
And then you're calling me Poppy too, so it's like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
chill,
I'm
chill.
kind of turned on.
Like, you want me to take my shirt
Throw
off?
that Papi out there every once in a while.
Oh man.
I am not gay.
It's okay. It's 2023.
It's 2023 though. So
You
do
can
what
be
the
you
fuck you
can
want.
be,
Whatever
yeah,
you
you can
want.
be you can be a mermaid nowadays. You
You
seen that shit? Like people put on mermaid suits and like go swimming. And
I
shit?
just.
That blows my mind.
There's a
Humans
whole
want-
documentary on that too on Netflix.
I think it's fucked up that humans want to be everything but the right thing, man. I just.
You see the
or be
people that,
themselves at least.
That act like ponies.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
or like the dogs, like
yeah,
furry.
yeah.
Yeah.
like furry type shit.
How do you know that
You
one?
ever seen LARPing?
Nah, what is
But see,
that?
LARPing is
It's kind of tight.
that's kind of cool though.
Yeah, dude, I would do it.
Wait, what is that?
Like,
LARPing
That's
is
like
like
the-
like medieval shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
They
okay.
dress up
See,
and they
I
fight
would
each
do
other.
that. If they ever told me, "Hey, you want to come to the LARPing thing?" I'd be like, "Let's go."
Yeah.
Yeah, I would get drunk as
if
fuck.
I had
and
like
just-
a veteran LARPy friend, he was like, "You want to come check us out?"
I actually have some friends that do that.
Hey, look, motherfuckers! If y'all ever do
Tell me
some
what park
LARPing
to pull
shit,
up at.
invite
Oh.
us.
Just at least
Pull up.
just to check it out. Yeah, like I might
I think
not
they
suit
have a
up,
big
but
I'll
fest
fucking
coming.
suit up, bro. I'll make my own suit.
What?
They have a fest coming, bro.
a LARPing.
Yeah. One
So
of those,
the Renaissance Festival.
yes.
Yeah.
So that's a dude.
It's a big thing.
I grew up in
There's
Ohio.
the Scarborough one, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I grew up in Ohio. The Renaissance Festival is a real and vibrant, weird thing.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to one?
No, I've
been
never
to
been.
one.
Dude,
I've never
literally.
I've only
it-
seen them on TV, and I've always wanted to go to one.
So, exactly what you think it's going to be like is what it is. It's like God, like
A bunch of white people talking like medieval times.
yes. Just name anything.
So no minorities allowed then.
They're there.
Thanks, Ruski.
Jesters.
Oh.
No, I was kidding. No, but no, dude. Just
You gotta go
anything-
as a fucking clown,
Yes.
alright?
just any like stereotype that you can think of what that would be like, it's there. It's real. Like, it's people dressed up in absolute full uniform. There's jousting.
Really?
There's.
I had a friend, like I said, I had a friend that he went to that. Or
I'm not gonna lie. Like, they go so. Not they go.
I made fun of them,
It's-
but they should really want to go
It's
now.
so
Look at one of those chicks.
in depth
Yeah.
that it's cool. You know, where it's
Yeah.
like y'all took the time out to make this authentic.
See,
that
that's
it's
why I want to
super
go to
cool.
one because I'm like they do
Right.
they put so much effort into it. I want to be a part
It's
of it.
yeah, it's like it's pretty authentic. It's like one of the coolest things I remember. Like I don't know why. Like I thought it was super cool, but they had this like. Have you ever smoked tobacco out of a pipe?
I actually
Yeah.
have not.
So there was I've never have either, but there was like a crafts maker there, and so that's obviously like kind of a part of town where like people make everything.
Oh.
But there's this craftsman who made these beautiful pipes that, like, to me at the time I was smoking marijuana, so like at the time I was like, oh, you can smoke, this would be a great piece to smoke weed out of, but dude, they're like this majestic dragon type things,
Yeah.
All
and
big
like,
and shit.
Like the
yeah, and
Gandalf
they're
pipe.
made out of like literally shit like that, and they're made out of like to them, and I don't know the difference. So like the perfect type of wood for that, and
Oak wood and shit.
yeah,
Made
so
out
they
of-
and he
Made
told
out
you,
of oak wood from the 1800s.
no, so that's the type of shit. Like all of them had cards of like what it was to make this one pipe, and I was like, this is the coolest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
What the fuck do they call them? Blacksmiths?
Yes.
Oh, that's the one
yes.
that works on like
yeah.
the metal.
They,
stuff.
they work on metals,
Yeah,
but like
okay.
same idea where it's like that. I mean, obviously blacksmiths at that time. Are,
Oh, okay. Because when you said blacksmith, why I gotta be black, brother?
yeah.
Right.
Why can't it be a whitesmith?
Exactly.
Yeah, there's one time I went to a brunch.
Stop it.
I know,
Talk
right?
about it.
Endless mimosas.
It got crazy. It got crazy. But
I bet it
no, yeah,
did.
we were drinking mimosas, and we were with like my girl and like some of her coworkers, and we were at her job, and one of the girls got a little too wasted, and she was there with her husband, and that's what they were about to go do is go to the Scarborough Fest, and he was like ready to go. Like honestly, the whole time like he was not like talking to nobody. He was just ready to go.
He was
And
ready
but
to
she
go.
was like
Man,
getting
Y'all are
drunk as
wasting my
fuck.
time.
She like I think she was like she didn't really have many friends, and like she was like new around or she was new
just
there.
enjoying
Yeah, but
the
she got
company.
drunk as fuck to the point where she threw up everywhere, like all over herself and shit. And her husband got so pissed. He's like, I wanted to go to Scarborough Fest. Like, threw a fit and just like walked out.
You left it there?
Went to Scarborough Fest.
I think
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah.
Dude,
He's like, I'm going to Scarborough.
I was just
myself.
like, God damn.
The one I saw the other day, and I saw this a couple of days, is where they holding like a horse head with a stick, and they're running and then jumping over these like I guess like what horses would do. What do you call that?
Well, those are I don't know what it's called.
Equestrian?
But
Or
it's like a
equestrian?
show thing, like where you can show like the abilities of like.
No,
Yeah.
but it's a person. It's an actual person.
No, I know it where it's,
It's
like
an
like an actual
equestrian, right?
horse. Where,
Question,
what
yeah, I
they-
think so. Something
what
like
they
I
that.
don't know.
I wanted to try that.
You want to fucking hop around? I'll sponsor you, bro.
I'm down. Like,
Hey.
I'll get you the best horse on the stick that I can find.
But I wanted like video. And
I got you, bro. I got you.
Like I wanted to just like cut like half of my like. I guess I would wear booty shorts or something, and we will outline the
what are those
muscles.
called? Not booty shorts.
We
For
outline the
guys,
muscles of the
they're
horse.
called,
The horse
The
muscles.
Hoochie Daddy Schwartz.
hoochie daddy
Yeah,
shorts.
you know,
Who gets you some hoochie
We would
daddy
put like
shorts?
horse muscles on my legs, and we're just like coming up the stallion, and I'm just like.
Dude, whatever
That's
you need to
funny.
fulfill that
I just
that
wanted-
thing that check mark in your life.
All right, I'm just using this and this and this.
We'll do our best.
I think we all want to be a part of this.
No, we
Yeah.
do. Yeah,
I,
for sure.
I would
for
definitely
sure.
be
bro. I just want to say like we did
At
it.
this
definitely
point,
be there.
I think at this point in my age, if I meet someone that where they have a bucket list and they're like, I just want to try this, and if it's within means,
Yes.
then like
If I think it'll be
even
entertaining.
do it.
if I think it's like I don't know why you want to do this, but
I'm down.
I'll help you.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I'm like,
We'll turn it into a whole documentary.
I've been wanting to do that. Like,
Oh my god.
I don't know why though,
We'll
but
do
it's
like a one-on-one intimate moment where
It's just
like,
because
tell us-
I think
tell us
about it.
where it started.
the way reason
Do you
now.
feel like a horse? He starts crying.
Yeah, he does. He does. Yeah.
No,
Oh, this will be great.
but I'm just saying, it's just like I feel like at this point in the age where we're at now, we're past the being cool part. We're not trying to look cool no more.
Oh yeah, yeah.
know,
I
we're
agree.
trying
We're
to-
just trying to
I
have
agree.
fun.
We're
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to have
whatever,
fun,
like yeah.
Like,
Right.
so that one brings us more laughter.
It's in like Step Brothers where the dad he's like I used to be a
Oh,
T-Rex.
yeah.
I can't be a T-Rex anymore. yeah. It's like, I can't do it no more.
So I was just like, now I want to do shit like that, bro.
Yeah. No, dude, I agree.
And the only
That's
idiot-
why it's like, dude, if I can go LARPing, I'll go LARPing.
Well, the only idiot that follows me is this one.
Yeah, every time he's like, hey, I want to do this. I'm like, let's go.
It's never like, nah.
Nah.
I saw this. I don't know what movie it's from. I think Matt Damon's in it, but it was like a reel of him going up to someone. It's from a movie, and he was like, I need your help on something. I can't tell you. I can't tell you what it's about. You can't ask me about it later, and we're gonna hurt some people. And the dude just responds, he's like, what car are we gonna take? I was like, that's the homeboy I need. That's the homeboy I need.
And I'd be like, all
Down-
right.
That's you for
down-
him. That's you
a
for
down
him.
out
He's
street.
like,
It's
all right,
both of us because he says that I gotta do it.
yeah.
The only thing is, it's the bad thing about that is that eventually we'll both end in jail.
Yeah, there's nobody to tell us
Or
no.
hate each other.
So no, and it's not because like I like this dude like my brother. So if he goes,
Yeah.
it's the same thing. Yeah, you can never ask me questions. I gotta do it. I have no questions about it.
Yeah.
But someone has to be like, yo, man, this is a bad idea.
Yeah.
Either one's not gonna say that.
I mean,
Well,
we'll say that.
how long have you
But
guys
keep
known
doing
each other?
it.
We'll
Keep
say,
doing
like, hey, this isn't a good idea. Maybe
Fuck
we should
it.
do this so that way we don't get caught.
You try to lessen the sentences, or you try to lessen the,
Look,
He
look,
goes,
the
think about
time.
it, bro.
Look, we
1
can't
year
go in
goes
there
by
without
fast.
mask.
Yeah.
All right? We need a mask. Get some gloves. We don't need to leave fingerprints.
How long have you guys known each other?
Shit.
Oh well, okay. So what we're about to tell you, it goes in different ways. We've known each other since we were
17?
17, 16.
16, 17?
Yeah, 16.
And how are you guys can give an estimate about how old are you guys right now?
36, but he's married to my sister.
No way.
So
Okay.
we're
Okay.
by
So you guys
blood
go way
brother.
back.
I'm pounding this.
Damn. So that's
The juice.
That's
the juice
that's
right
where
there.
that relationship goes. Where it's like, no, I got this fool.
I have to.
That's where it goes so
And
deep. where it's
usually,
like, I got
usually
it.
I would have been like, oh, fuck him, no. But no, that's like,
He's like, I gotta take care
I have to. He's family.
Dude, that's
Say-
cool.
that's
That's
your
cool.
brother for real.
Dude, it's cool, man. It's super cool because like I mean I've got friends from Ohio where like blood couldn't make us any closer,
Yeah.
and it's like it doesn't stop. It's like I got you.
Well, the thing is, like, with,
you just
I have other
100%
friends that
accept someone.
I have friends that, well, I don't know. I don't even know how to put it. Like, I don't think we have the connections that me and him have.
It's like we could not talk for 2 weeks,
But pick back up.
and then he'll be like, hey, you wanna do this? And I'll be like, oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's because, like, I know that he's busy, dude. He got 7 kids. How many kids you got now?
Six. Don't add to the number.
6
Don't
kids, being a husband, being working. So I know that his time is valuable. So whenever
You
we
respect
do,
the boundaries of what he has going on.
man, he's
yeah.
a great family, dude. You know what I mean? He takes care of my sister. What more can you want from that, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
So
Stop, you making me blood.
shut up, bitch.
Stop it.
There
There you
but,
go, that's what I like.
but
I
you know,
like
we
that
still
rough
gotta
love.
like, hey, we still got this idea. What do you think of this? Let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
If it's funny, let's do it. And we try to, be like respectful with everyone else, but it has to be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, dude,
Oh,
I think something that I've really come to terms with in the last like 2 years is just how important all the times that I've laughed have been. Like
yeah,
I mean I can if I could put like have you ever seen Black Mirror?
like who?
Black Mirror
I've
show
seen
on
a
Netflix.
few- I've seen the
No,
first
I
season.
haven't seen it.
So it's a show on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, if you like just weird like abstract.
The first
stuff,
season
it's
actually
really
kind of
good.
slow, but the
Yeah.
second, third, like
It picks up.
that's when it gets crazy.
They're all different episodes, so
Yeah.
like you don't have to watch them in order or anything. You can just watch a random one. But there's this one where this guy, or like he can pretty much everything that happens to you, you
Oh,
can
the
just
one
like
about the
rewind.
memory?
Yeah,
That he can
you
rewind?
You can
Oh,
rewind,
yeah.
right?
All
And
the
they,
good
That's
like,
in the
and the bad
first-
stuff.
but they
Yeah.
do it so toxic in that episode.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
For
I mean,
some
all of
reason,
them are like that.
all of them are super
Yeah.
toxic between like well, not all of them, but like a
Most
good
of
amount of them are like a toxic thing happening between a man and a woman.
Yeah.
I would say that happens.
Or a guy and a guy.
Or a guy and a guy, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But a woman's involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wife or husband, but either way. But like, I feel like if I could do that with all the times that like I laughed in life,
Yeah.
that is more important than all the bad shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes
So,
I'll be thinking like, when's the last time I really laughed like hard at a
I just
movie or a
asked my mom
show?
that.
Like
Like,
at a movie
laughed
or
till
on
you
a show.
cried.
Yeah.
And I think about it, I'm like, it's been a while. Like there hasn't been that many good movies out there, like or shows that like
They just
really
you
make
laugh.
you laugh. Like not like ha, you know, but I actually laugh. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
it's kind of weird.
And then when you do find when it's something that was out a long time ago.
Yeah, right.
And you just rewatch it, and you already know it's coming, but
Right.
you laugh anyways just
Yeah.
because you know it's there.
It's
crazy.
I'm terrible with that because like and he knows too. Like I rewatch the same thing over and over and over, and it's because like I still remember the first time I saw it,
Yeah.
and
It's like a comfort thing.
Yeah.
It is, and
Yeah,
like I
yeah,
looked it up. I looked it up because I was honestly kind of concerned about it at one point where I was like, why do I keep watching the same movies,
Yeah.
the same shows over and over? And it's a comfort thing. It's like a therapeutic thing where
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
like you
Puts you back in its place.
Yeah,
spot.
yeah,
It
and
brings
it's
back
it's
memories.
like it's not a bad. I ended up learning it's not a bad.
I
thing.
do that
Like,
with the Home Alone
Oh, dude.
on
Yeah.
Christmas time.
fucking stop. I already know he's
Dude,
gonna.
I've
never seen it. I've never
I
seen
get
it.
on to him like bad
You've
because
never
like,
seen
dude,
Home
that,
Alone?
exactly.
I've never. Okay, I've seen.
Exactly.
I've seen enough scenes to make a movie. I've never seen it from beginning to end.
Bro,
Yeah.
you've never.
It's crazy.
I've seen the
many
memes.
times it comes
I've seen
I
the
don't even
memes.
like Christmas movies, but Home Alone, that's
Yeah,
the
I've
one.
seen
I
the
fucking
memes.
hate Christmas, but that movie,
Yeah.
I'll sit there and watch it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: do you think Die Hard is a Christmas movie?
I've seen
No,
the
but
debate
it's
on
only
that.
comes out. It like if you go on.
It's
Netflix,
considered a Christmas movie. I've
See,
seen
that's what I'm
that.
saying,
Yeah, because it was on Christmas or at Christmas Eve or something.
The first
like
time I watched it was not during Christmas time. I'll say that. So
Yeah.
like I do understand why it's a Christmas movie. Is
I
because
kind of
like,
get it, but then at the same time, I'm like,
Mhm.
that. Right.
I mean, I'm not gonna watch it for Christmas.
What about
Yeah.
Batman?
Hmm.
The
The one with the
second one.
penguin?
Yeah, that's a Christmas
the
movie.
old one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Keaton.
I don't think I've seen
I
that.
like.
Wait, is that the one that's directed by Tim Burton?
Yeah.
Those are so corny now.
I mean, he did Nightmare Before Christmas, so.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm such a big Tim Burton fan. Like, I don't know everything, but like I like creepy shit. Like he'll
Yeah.
tell you. Like I like weird, creepy, abstract stuff. Like, yeah,
I like some of his work.
Yeah.
I know they're making a Beetlejuice too, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Can't wait
I'll
for
watch
that.
Crazy.
that.
I can't
yeah.
wait.
He directed the first one, but I don't know if he's doing the second one.
I
heard
think he is.
was,
Yeah. Yeah. It's like
See,
all
but
everybody except
I
for
will say that, like, I
Baldwin.
don't like his new
'cause he-
stuff.
Oh yeah.
I love him, but like I don't like his new stuff. Like when he redid the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate
Oh yeah.
Factory,
I didn't
like,
I didn't see that one.
I love the original.
You know
one.
what? Willy Wonka always freaked me out, so I didn't bother watching it.
What? Dude,
Yeah.
Even the first one's kind of
Pure
weird too.
Imagination tattooed right there.
It's the midget.
What?
It's from yeah,
The midgets.
it's from that Pure Imagination. Dude, I love that the first like original one.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, when I was a kid, like just the idea of just
I thought he was a
imagining
psychopath,
things
yeah.
and bringing it into like
I was like, I'm for
Yeah.
sure gonna get molested here.
yeah.
Somebody's gonna touch me.
You grew up Catholic?
Yeah. Oh.
I'm just kidding. I told her about that
Yeah.
today. Where like I grew up in Ohio, and the majority of my friends were like white at the time
Yeah.
and Christian. So when I say that I was Catholic, they're like, "Oh, are you okay?"
Yeah.
Like and then when I said like I have a priest, they'd be like, "Are you okay?" Like yeah.
Did he touch you?
No, yeah, that was the follow up
They
question.
hand them a
like,
doll. Don't they?
Where?
What? Yeah, down day. Yeah. Yeah.
So how'd you guys meet?
Here actually. Like
Yeah.
so he would come in and like get shirts done, and mutually the guy who used to work here, which shout out to Micah. They were like they kind of already knew each other.
Yeah.
And so he was coming in just getting shit done, and like he was a fan of music and stuff, and like a lot of the music I listened to he listened to, so he would come in, we chop it up. But I always knew he was like good at designing stuff. So when we needed somebody to get hired on, I was like, yo, you want to come work for us? Like I know you're good at what you do. I know you're kind of interested in that same lane, so like we need
Yeah.
somebody if you're down.
Dude,
And it's kind of like that.
I think that things happen in due time.
Yeah.
So at the time, like I was working for Route 21, and
Oh.
I was a GM there, and like you just once you go salary, you just sign your life away, right?
Yeah.
For a check, and I was super unhappy. I was like, I had already told my district manager that I was like, dude, like I fucking hate this shit, and it was either the same day or within that week that he texted me and said that like, hey, we have like a spot, like if you're down, and I was like, dude, I'm down. I pulled up like as soon as I could, and talked to the owner, and I put in my 2 weeks at where I was and switched over because I was miserable. Like it wasn't about the money. I was like, dude, like I just can't do it anymore. But yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, working makes all of us miserable. So
Dude,
support
yeah.
our podcast.
Hey.
You don't have to work anymore.
Yeah,
And
dude.
we
Support,
can just
support.
do this and entertain you and bring your life full of joy while we just sit back and make shit happen.
Facts. Straight
Okay.
facts.
Work the shows.
Well, segueing into that, tell us a little bit about y'all's podcast and like how y'all got started.
We met in prison.
Oh shit.
Nah,
He was my Sally.
my bestie. Nah, dude. Well, how can I? It's always kind of hard to explain.
He started it with somebody else, and then they ended up adding me to the show, and then it ended up just being us. But I mean, at the end of the day, our podcast is similar to this. You know,
Yeah,
just
because it
two
was.
strangers, you know, getting together with some other strangers,
Right.
and either hearing their life stories or just why they are where they are, or
Mm-hmm.
what they're trying to do. You know, we've had business people, a bunch of strippers.
Yeah, I've seen the
OnlyFans
stripper
models,
ones. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Those are our most watched shows. Thank you guys.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But but at the end of the day, they got interesting stories. They tell us a bunch of crazy shit, and just in general, just all the people that we've had, it's just getting to know other people.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you can always, how many times before you started doing this podcast can you say that you actually sat down with two strangers and
Actually had a conversation.
got to have a conversation and
Yeah.
experience something that you probably didn't even know about.
It's
Right.
a muscle. It's a muscle. That,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing to.
And see, that's how it started because
Word.
well, first I actually wanted to promote my friends that were in the movies and all that, their stuff, and then you get to sit down and you talk to people. You meet a whole, like, oh shit, I didn't know that about you. And then a lot of the topics which would be controversial, like the boy and girl thing. There's only two sexes, boys and girls, and that's how I actually started. But by saying that alone, a lot of people would get offended. I'm like, well, you need both, And if that's a controversial thing, let's sit down and talk about it.
Yeah.
Why can't we just sit down and talk about
Right.
it? Even if we disagree.
Conversate. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. Like we won't stray away from that.
Right.
And we could have a trans on the show that would come and sit down and talk to us and explain to us why they see things the way they see it. And then if they let us explain how we see things,
Yeah.
our opinions might be similar. They might be fucking different, but it's a conversation that we could have.
Right. And
Yeah,
at the
I
end of it, y'all might understand each other a little bit
Yeah,
more,
dude,
at least.
I think the worst thing is that like people can't just sit. Like people want to argue from the other side of like a cell phone so much that it's
Right.
Dude.
Or
like,
computer.
if you could just sit in a room, you can better understand that person,
There you go.
and then like you can form some type of like, you know what, because we've sat down, I respect you so much to the
There you
point that
go.
like
We
whatever
don't
you
have to-
choose, I
We
got
don't
you.
have to like each other.
Yeah,
Matter of fact,
it's
but
just
you will respect
respecting.
me.
Yeah,
And that was, well, see, that's where it came about. So the other guy that, we were going in a different direction. And then a lot of people gravitated towards him. Like, but then again, I was like, man, who else to have my back to my brother-in-law? Like,
Right.
I want him on the team. And when he comes, it seems like he already has his way of thinking, which I'm not going to change that, as long as we both agree on the subject, and it's like he already knows what he wants to do, how he wants to do it, how he wants to execute it. Let's go for it.
right.
So we're doing that. It's just like you get to meet other people that think the same way you do,
Hmm.
and you get to sit down and talk. Even if we disagree, it's a subject that needs to talk about. If you can
Yeah.
talk about it, then okay, well, we tried.
Yeah,
So what? Move on.
yeah.
It doesn't hurt our fucking feelings.
Yeah, dude, I really enjoy like talking to people with like a completely different mentality or like dude, I'll dive into shit that like Nazi documentaries.
Oh, dude, I was just
Shit
gonna
like
say,
that, like,
when I
like-
first started, that's who I wanted to talk to.
Yeah, see, so
That's-
have
and
you
I'm
ever
still
seen
gonna do it. I'm still gonna do
Soft
it.
White Underbelly,
Yes,
no,
I fuck with his shit.
bro? Hard.
Wait, I think I know who you're talking about then.
If you haven't, check
The
it
old
out.
white
Like
guy.
if you know,
He just
like
interviews,
but like
yes.
crackheads and
But he'll-
prostitutes and shit.
anything, yeah. And like I just love people being open to like just
about their
hearing
lives,
another
yeah.
hearing
People
another
wanna
view because like
talk about their
most of the
lives
time-
and themselves. Like,
Yeah.
like if you start asking them questions, they'll open up. Most people,
Yeah.
you don't even have to ask them questions. Like,
and most of the time they're not
They just
bad
start opening
people. It's just that like
No, it's just-
it's
They
very
just
like
had a
Nick.
fucked up twist to
Was
their
it
life.
like my fiance and I have been watching this show Orphan Black. I don't know if you ever seen it, but like
It's on my list. It's on my
it's
list.
very like, well, what she's opened my eyes to is that like they try to show nature versus nurture, where it's like, 'cause
I've seen it.
there's
Yes.
clones in it, right? But they've all grown up in different situations. So like one's nerdy, one's like a punk, one's trans, like they've all just grown up differently, and things have formed how they become, right? So I just think that like it's cool, and for things,
Yeah.
I like hearing people's story, like how did this happen?
Right.
How did like everyone get here? And I don't think anything that's like super taboo or like taboo is like not normal. I just
Right.
like I want people to be comfortable.
I
Yeah,
mean,
at the end of the day.
nothing's normal anymore.
Yeah,
No,
anymore. Like I think everyone's getting so used to just being.
I mean, we're
Like-
desensitized as fuck. Like,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
they,
yeah.
they say like aliens are real, and we're like, oh,
I don't give
really?
a fuck.
Well,
They're about to. They're
we
about to
already
post-
knew what they
They're
were
about to
real.
post a
Hey.
website with everything too.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
I don't know
isn't
if you
it
saw that.
crazy?
Yeah,
that
it's fucking mind blowing that if this would have happened like 10 years ago,
we would have
probably been like more shocked about it.
Right.
Because it's happening now. We've already been.
lockdown all over again.
Right.
I was telling him I have this theory that right before 2020, like right before the pandemic, like I feel like I was telling my girlfriend about this the other day, and I was like, I don't know, like I was just like deep into like thought, but I was like, man, like I feel like life has advanced like or progressed like a little bit more as far as like technology, the things we see, and how we become so desensitized. Like I feel like from that little just error right there, like we had like jumped a couple steps, like like in Click, like he like fast forward a little bit,
Yeah, right.
and it's just like we don't really notice that it happened. It's just kind of just like, whew. And like now like technology is like we got AI and like all these things, and like
That's a crazy part.
and people like even like OnlyFans shit, like people are
using
becoming
shit.
so like free, and like they don't really care about sexuality and all that. And it's like before 2020, it was like we're kind of still at that one state of mind where like everyone's like like strict, and I don't know. And now it's just like open, like
It's 'cause
it's weird.
I think
It's
so
weird.
many people were locked up in their fucking houses during the
I
pandemic.
think it's TikTok's fault.
That no,
Yeah.
yeah, it actually gave people a chance to actually think more about what they're doing with their lives. Then it also gave people a chance to fucking turn on the camera, record themselves, and be who they want to be, and make
Yeah.
money off of that.
Right.
Dude, I still see ads where it's like, if it wasn't for COVID, I wouldn't have like a business now. Where like they turn
Yeah.
to like an online community
Exactly.
to build their stuff. And
Dude,
it's like,
I remember seeing a video with Gary Vee, and he was talking about how like going into the 2020s, like there's gonna be a lot more like self or like what is it like self businesses, like people like owning their own businesses, like
Right.
entrepreneurs and stuff like that, instead of like people working 9 to 5s. He's like, you're gonna see a big change, and I was like, damn, that's crazy.
It's because
And then
people
boom, it happened.
realize working 9 to 5 ain't shit.
It's true.
Well, we
I
can
mean,
know.
you're always getting lowballed.
Yeah, if you ain't out there making your own fucking money, then you're always gonna have to be content with whatever somebody gives you.
And then you see like people get hurt at work and shit, and like then they easily replace you. It's not like
What that is, yeah.
Dude, I've seen.
it's
a
like you're
dude-
just a fucking like robot, and then just
Yeah.
like
I've
we'll
seen
switch
a
out with
dude
somebody
use
else.
a fucking foot, a whole fucking foot, and the company that was gonna take care of him just pretty much was like, "Fuck you, here, talk to our lawyer." Instead of being like,
no
you know
workers
what?
comp or anything.
Yeah, instead of being like, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna take care of you," blah blah blah. Nah, they just
get 'em out
completely
the
cut
door.
him off. I end up seeing
And no
that.
pun intended.
Yeah,
Sorry.
they cut the foot off and they cut him off. You know, and the fucked up thing too is like that dude worked there for years, and
Yeah.
all the people he worked with were his friends from school, but they were like upper management now. So now they cut him off, and he's just like, damn, that's fucked up,
Yeah.
And it's a cold ass world where you let somebody that makes all the money tell you you can't make money no more because this happened to you.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's a corporate ladder.
Yeah.
Number one, number two, or number one, and then like if you walk into a business and you start there, you're starting at the bottom of the totem pole, and you are just pawning your way up this thing, and you're never gonna reach the top until you 100% give one your life away, and then two
Basically, you gotta suck their dicks.
you really do.
Yeah.
Like
Looks like the Hot Cheeto guy, like the movie. Did y'all see that About the guy who invented hot Cheeto?
I almost went so left. I'm like, you.
No.
He goes, no, not me.
What you? I did it though. No, so what was?
What was it?
The hot Cheeto guy. I don't know if you heard the story. Like, it's a Mexican
Oh, he
dude who
got
actually
played.
invented
Yeah.
hot Cheeto.
Yeah.
Who
You
worked
told
at
me
like
about
the Frito Lay's factory.
Right.
But
He was like a janitor.
It wasn't
Yeah.
him though.
that's what they say. Supposedly,
There's a story
allegedly,
going on.
yeah,
But Frito Lay hasn't denied it
right.
or
Or
agreed.
confirmed
But they're
yeah,
always
yeah.
going to. Like, I mean, even
It's
shoot,
free publicity though, so
what did we grow up
Right.
thinking that like I think it's either the McDonald's or the Nike symbol, where like that dude got paid $100.
Nike
Nike
got paid $500. Oh, the dude. No.
to make the logo.
To make the logo, it was $500.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then look at them now. But it goes to show that you know, at that time, and I'm pretty sure what the story is that like
Hello?
that guy is like he didn't understand his value either at that time. And
I mean, but there was no value in it at that time.
true. So
And
Right.
McDonald's. That McDonald's dude fucked them over pretty bad.
Oh yeah, that McDonald's.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
with what is it, Kevin Costner
Yeah.
in the movie? Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, fuck you, McDonald's. Your ass is expensive as fucking Whataburger.
dude, I haven't been to McDonald's in years,
Crazy.
or at least 2-3 years.
You got kids, you go to fucking McDonald's.
Yeah.
I've been eating
Happy
it for
Meal.
like a week straight.
Happy Meal.
So if I go to a McDonald's, it's because like I have no
down
fucking
bad.
other option. Like, well, just straight up, I have no other
It's
option.
right there.
I got
Yeah.
no money.
No, it's not even like because
Nah,
it's
you
right
can't
there. I'll
even
drive
go there
further.
because of the money. That shit's more expensive now.
They're starting to get cheaper. I seen they put out a deal. It was like I
29
showed him
cents.
like two cheeseburgers with the like a basket of fries, $8. And I was like, okay.
See, that's
Also,
not
my
bad.
thing is that like, have you seen I know y'all seen it, where it's like that video of this lady pulls out like a 20-year-old burger,
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
and it's fucking fine.
Yeah.
It looks like a burger that was.
Oh.
That's another reason why I'm like, bro,
Well,
that's
that's
why
all food though, bro.
So
we're probably eating fake meat already, and we don't even.
I
know.
think we are.
I
I believe that.
So I was
He's
pescatarian last
vegan.
year. I was right.
We don't care about your
Wait,
sexuality,
So-
bro.
so if you say that to Mexicans, if you say to Mexicans that you're a pescatarian, they say like so you
It's
don't
like a
eat
threat.
meat. You know they just straight up say that.
So
like,
what's up,
that-
fool?
No, yeah, no. It's so
No,
last
hold me
year.
back, son, hold me back.
Last year, my fiance and I went straight like fish, and everything else is fine.
Yeah.
Just no meat, but fish. Fish
You
is
don't-
our
you
source
don't
of
worry
protein.
about the mercury.
So we looked into that. So there's well actually, Sam's husband, Dakota.
Oh, yeah.
He gave us some like info like how you can like
Mercury.
get your nutrients from everything else, right?
We will rock
But-
you.
I'll explain. Not Freddie Mercury.
Not
Oh.
Freddie Mercury,
I'll explain to you later.
a different one. But this year I like have introduced just chicken back into it.
Oh, okay.
So those are the only
Is
two
there a
things.
specific reason for it, or like?
So I
Or
have
did you really just
so
like fish
okay.
and
So
then
one
change
I'm
your mind.
no. So one I'm lactose intolerant, and then two like I have a sensitive ass stomach.
You know
So
it's
I-
natural though, right?
Which one?
To be lactose intolerant. If you're not lactose intolerant, then that's a mutation in your genes.
What?
Because
You're mutated.
adults,
I'm lactose intolerant.
Oh, just kidding. I
human
thought you
adults
did.
aren't supposed to be able to drink milk.
So I didn't know that.
Right.
Actually, yeah, white people.
And the
are
cheese
the ones-
nowadays is fake as fuck.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
And
I
I'm a
just learned
cheese.
something
I'm a
about
cheese.
fucking,
I'm a cheese fiend.
Oh,
Bro.
no, I am too.
Parmesan
Parmesan
cheese.
We are.
No,
I don't care if I'm
wrong.
lactose intolerant. You
No,
you put a cheese
Bro,
platter in front
I
of me.
would fucking.
I'm about to ruin Parmesan cheese for you.
Put the
Oh,
ratatouille
ah,
back.
So,
dear God,
you know
no.
that Parmesan cheese that you buy that's already all,
I don't
Like
do
in
that.
the
I do
green,
Munster.
the
Ground it
green,
up? Yeah.
yeah.
it's
do
it's
Munster.
wood.
What the fuck?
The FDA got sued for allowing it, and a whole bunch of other shit. There's like a controversy going on about it right now.
Oh, I think I
But
heard.
it's I can't remember
It's
what
like
they
wood
called it.
shavings and shit.
Yes, something
I'm
like
good. I'm good. I've been.
It looks like it too. Like
Munster.
It's like really like.
that.
Once-
Cheese salad.
Munster cheese goes hard. Also, it just melts the best. That's why I got. it.
Well, that might explain why my girl she just started buying like blocks of Parmesan instead of like the actual like.
Yeah,
So
they
buy,
said that
buy,
the shit that's
so
all-
buying real
Yeah.
aged. So
Dang,
that's
that's
something
crazy.
that I learned too. Is that like if you have like a lactose intolerant, is to buy real aged cheese because
no,
it's
the
like
point is to buy real cheese.
yeah. That's also it too.
Did you know that the government spent a lot of money on dairy? and they have like a bunch of cheese just stored up somewhere because they have to buy. They invested so much money into the dairy companies and all that, and these dairy companies made so much cheese that they just buy it so that way the dairy farmers can keep on, producing milk and everything else, but they just store the cheese.
Huh.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Also, isn't that a thing for honey and then what did I see? Honey and then
That's true.
that there is becoming like a shortage in fish because of big fishing. Because of how much.
I think the fish is becoming contaminated with STDs. I think.
Time to give it up.
They
Yeah,
actually
let's get it
found
out.
chlamydia in the bottom of the ocean. It's another crazy fact.
What the fuck?
Yeah. There's a lot of crazy shit out there,
The
man.
mermaids.
Damn, bro, we need to
mermaids
get
out
a
there.
projector up there and just start pulling up shit like, fuck.
No, this is
This
how it
is
started.
something
Like
that
right
you gotta
here.
look into. There's chlamydia in the
Let's start a
bottom of the
whole new
ocean.
podcast called
what the fuck?
Going Deep.
Going
Going
deep.
deep.
Literally.
Diving deep. And then
Diving
each
deep.
episode is,
Or balls
is what,
deep. Let's do
yeah,
balls deep.
Yeah,
Balls
balls deep into one subject.
I'm
And
down.
we
subject.
just go down the rabbit hole. Have you ever seen a YouTube rabbit hole?
No.
No, not like where like you fall into it, but like there's videos like made where like, hey, if you're here, you've decided to go down this rabbit hole.
Hey,
Oh, I've seen a bunch of those.
So have you seen it where it's like an iceberg?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, the conspiracy
Okay, so you know,
fucking thing.
bro,
yeah,
you know. Okay,
yeah.
so you know. So those are the videos where you'll find like the corners of the internet,
It's because it's crazy, too, because they
and
say,
those videos won't blow up.
they say so much outlandish shit, but then they
back it up.
say it in a way to where you're just like, man, that kind of makes sense.
But they back it
It's
up.
kinda like
They
Alex
back it up.
Jones.
They-
Like,
They'll
you know
put,
Alex
they'll put
Jones,
the
the
links
crazy
in
guy?
and
Yeah.
everything.
I love Alex Jones.
I never,
That's
I
Dude,
never,
he,
I never
he
clicked on
like
the
just
link,
be
so.
splurring out shit. Like, I was like, wow. I started like,
Yeah, when he-
but then you're like, wait, that kind of makes sense.
when
Like,
he was on Joe Rogan talking about
Yeah.
how they take the babies, they make them all comfortable,
Yeah.
and they kill them.
dude,
Wait, what?
Well, like
Yeah,
the mermaids.
yeah, that whole episode is crazy. Like the shit he's saying, like even about the aliens and stuff too.
Yeah.
Like, and then now it's like, oh shit, like he's making sense.
They're killing babies?
he
This
went on a
crazy
whole
shit.
rant.
It's
about-
crazy shit.
I mean, but I also do believe that that's something that actually goes on. Like, maybe not killing babies, but like human trafficking with
Like elites. And
kids. And
Oh, yeah,
just,
yeah.
Organs and shit.
Mhm.
Because
I think that's such a long running, not joke, but like it's such a long running bit for elites that how can it not be true?
yeah, oh
you know,
yeah,
you know.
it's been something that's been talked about for years.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, even Hostel, the movie Hostel,
Mhm.
is like, it's not necessarily about that, but it's like it's just the elite that
Right.
that it's it's always been
Like Hunger Games.
yeah, it's always been something that's poked at that there's what do they say that like all myths and all like
It's all
jokes
real,
have some
yeah.
truth to it.
Yeah.
The details may be
Like
a little
somebody
bit,
thought about this,
yeah,
and you telling me that there's not one motherfucker out there that implemented it.
yeah.
Like, there's got to be a dude out there that's like, ooh, I'm gonna pick up this random person over here and I'm gonna hunt him.
Yeah.
Put him out butt naked on the field and I'm gonna shoot him. Like it's
They say you can't talk about Jews.
Jews.
They say you can't say bad things about Jews. Or you'll get.
Kanye went
see, I got a
you get that
problem
red
with the
card.
Jews.
Alright,
He's like, we're gonna stop. Hey, he's like, his opinion does not reflect that of the
this
Jews.
is where it goes like, and then it goes into a song.
I get muted.
We'll get right back to your local broadcasting,
Right.
and then
And our
there's a
sponsor
bit-
today
Yeah,
is-
yeah, yeah.
Support the Jews.
Y'all should do that though, like black it out.
And then at the end of it, it's you like,
You're right.
Yeah.
We just like block out the audio and you're just sitting there like
Yeah,
999.
waiting and shit.
it's just you standing on the table. Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I gotta say about it is that I don't disagree with Kanye 100%. I disagree about the whole Hitler thing.
Is that German?
Yeah.
So, because him and I have talked about this too. I agree with you, but I don't even remember what he said. But I think his overall, what he was, so he has a terrible time.
Trying
like-
to explain one thing and staying on fucking topic.
No, he has, so like it's
That,
like it's
yeah.
like what his ultimate goal to try to get you to understand is not what he says.
Yeah.
So what I took from it,
Like beats around
because
the bush and
knowing
shit.
that is that like, okay, what he wants you to think of is that God, what was it? It was like God had an intention for all of it. Like he wants us to love everyone. So in order for me to become higher, I need to just accept this.
I mean,
This-
at the end of the day, yeah.
Right.
I mean, he's not technically
but
wrong.
he chose the wrong person
He
as an
just-
example.
Yes.
So that's what it
Yeah.
is.
I love him.
He chose
Like,
he
no,
chose
that's
he
not-
chose the worst person to like be like, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I think his ultimate message was.
I
I
think
don't
it
know,
was too.
obviously.
But like I said, he wasn't. The main thing he was saying about the Jews, though, was that he just wanted to sit down with the major label record company owners. And because, in all reality, let's say it is what it is. They used the black American youth that made all of this fucking music, and they gave them shitty deals. You know? And it's at the end of the day, it's not their fault for people mismanaging their money. But it's also, you know, they exploited them. They gave them shitty contracts. A lot of these people didn't know what they were signing up for. They didn't understand the deals. Education system, blame it on whatever the fuck. But they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were letting these people sign.
Right.
Oh, we're gonna make music.
It's not even like a African American thing. It's just like if you give someone who just
It's like poor.
did not
Yeah.
understand how to
Mhm.
read proper documents, anybody,
Right.
Well, and then
White or
at
black.
that, like they're young.
Mexican, whatever it is.
Yeah, anybody
if
young
you,
from
if you
the
give,
hood.
yeah,
Yeah.
if
And
you
you're
give
give 'em a
anybody
lot of money,
documents,
like, what do you
but
think
then
is
at
gonna
the
happen?
very end of it, next to your signature, I'm giving your bank account millions of dollars.
Yeah.
I'm good.
And sometimes it
I'm
wasn't even
signing
millions of
something.
dollars. It's like we're gonna give you
It's just an
In
advance.
advance,
Yeah,
in
once.
advance.
250,000, and you're gonna make 5 records for us, and we're gonna own the rights and your masters to everything you do, your name, everything. You're signing that over to us.
Right.
But here's $250,000,
Which ain't shit.
which ain't shit. But all the
Yeah.
kids are like a 17, 18-year-old kid that's lived in the fucking ghetto
Like,
his
fuck yeah,
whole
I'll
life.
take that.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, shit, 250. That's enough for me to live for a good while.
Yeah,
I mean, what do you do when you get money when you're young?
blow it.
You just blow that shit.
Blow that shit.
That's why a lot of motherfuckers are on tour all year round because they got to make that up somewhere else
Mhm.
because they signed a shitty deal.
Or they're at clubs doing
Good.
appearances and shit.
Yeah,
I
why?
don't even want
Because
to be there.
they signed shitty deals and now they got to figure out how to make money.
Yeah,
That's what sucks. And no one's teaching them the game, you know?
right. And it's almost like set up to like for them to fail,
No,
or
yeah.
to just like get out of the deal and then they keep the money, they keep their publishing, and like, they stay with their
That
value.
song keeps on making money.
Right. And then at that, like, let's say if like they were a very, very good artist, and let's say they start figuring out shit, and they're like, I want to get out of this deal. Boom. That's when they get killed.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
And then they continue to make money.
Exactly.
And even more money because once
Did,
he's dead.
did you just hear that Diddy finally like
Oh,
gave all the
I saw
publishing
that.
to all the bad boy artists
But
like
I
from
think
back
that's
in the
'cause
day?
he had to.
No,
Right,
why,
right.
though? Why?
It was no.
No, there's
because-
been a bunch of I don't know if you've heard like a bunch of like shit coming out where he's had like these parties and he would like invite like boys
so-
and stuff. Like, yeah.
Child.
Like a lot of stuff, like the whole Jamie Foxx thing. Like I think something he slipped up and said something about Diddy and his parties like from back in the day.
They were
And, like,
playing naked basketball.
and then he got like
Yeah.
hospitalized after that. Like
Look, Diddy
it's crazy.
didn't give them back their rights.
Yeah.
They got him back because anybody that signs a record deal, or from my understanding, I'm not a fucking musician, but anybody who signs a record deal, that after 30 years they got to give you your masters and all your publishing rights. And I think they could work the deal out to where they still keep a percent, but they gotta give it back to you eventually. They just can't hold on to it forever.
Right.
So.
I don't know, cause I mean, like a lot of his artists, like Mace. I don't remember Mace, but like supposedly got
Of course
screwed
I
out of
remember.
screwed out of a deal, or through Diddy, and
And that's why he
kept
didn't rap
coming
no
out. Well, but he kept coming out and saying like a bunch of shit, and I feel like a lot of the other artists were like even Jadakiss too, like the Locks and them. They were also like saying shit too that they never like got any of the money, seen any of the money. Like
more. No, because a lot
Crazy.
of the time they did shit on good faith.
Right.
They're like, oh, he's my boy. He's gonna, look out.
Take
for
care of me, yeah.
And then at the end of the day, your career's over. You're over there playing in clubs. Why? Because he's holding on to all your masters and all them songs you're singing that people are listening to that probably never heard of you. That is, I'm gonna go buy this song because I heard it the other day at this concert.
Yeah.
They're just getting the money for it. You're just getting whatever you earned at that fucking concert.
Right. Which probably ain't shit.
Yeah, I mean it's probably
After
a lot
that-
for us.
Right.
It ain't shit to them, you know.
Right.
You ever heard of that Diddy camp?
Well, that's what we were just talking about.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I believe he's.
Yeah.
You
I've
he-
always-
you think he was
I've
doing
always
some-
felt-
You think he's doing some such shit?
I've always thought he was doing some such shit.
No.
That dude's crazy, bro.
Like-
Like
But like some such shit.
Yeah. You ever seen Get Him to the Greek?
oh yeah. I forgot he was in that.
I believe he's like that.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, remember Making the Band, like the old show where he's
Yeah.
like, he was like that too. He made them like walk from like Brooklyn to. I remember that episode so clear. And all he wanted was cheesecake, but he made him go get him cheesecake from like
Walking.
100. Not 100 miles, but like
It
probably
was
a
pretty
good
far.
20.
It was
Yeah,
like probably from here to East Side, you know,
Right.
East Fort Worth or something, you know.
just to get him cheesecake.
And they couldn't take a car; they had to walk.
He's that type of guy.
I mean, but for a record deal, I would have did the same shit.
Yeah.
right.
You
Yeah.
want me to walk where, bro? Shit. Get my running shoes
Damn.
on.
I'm on my way.
Danny Kane.
At the time, what it was? What were you saying today? Nike Shocks.
Oh yeah,
Got my
Nike Shocks.
today. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, those are the shit. Those are the shit. When did y'all start the podcast? Or like,
I got on it like 2 years ago,
okay.
and I know he had it for a little bit longer than that. Not too much longer, but I've been on it for like 2 years.
What number episode are y'all on?
Bro, I couldn't even tell you.
Okay. Y'all don't even like count it. Y'all just
We just
yeah.
put a name to it, and then we just keep on going. But I think we're probably we're at like 100 or something
Dang.
What?
episodes.
Fuck, I don't even know.
You know what? I'm gonna count them because I want to make sure we don't pass up our 100th episode and we didn't even know it.
Right? Nah.
I'll count today.
All right.
I just have a party
Throw-
next
we'll
week.
throw a birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, that'd be badass.
Y'all should do that.
Dude, something epic.
Strippers,
We'll get all the strippers that were
All
on
the
the
strippers.
show.
Dude, what I've been telling him.
horses.
Is like if you do like an episode where you get like some of your best times where you just remember the vibe was like, this is really cool, but get two different ones and then put them on the same one and be like, let's just invite
I don't know.
everyone.
Each one has been.
Some more than others, but like there's a couple that I have in mind that I want to bring together.
Yeah.
I did too.
But surprise them. I think it'd be cool where it's like everybody's just shooting the shit and be like, you know.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, I mean, I'm a person that loves to go big or go home.
Mhm.
So for 100 ones, I would want to do something, have them all there.
just like switch them out. Like
I would just like one big party, one big interview. And just
Or
like,
have a party while there's an interview.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I mean, because that's
That'd
the
be
best
tight.
time. Because I mean, each one, including you guys, you know, this
You
is
gotta be
fun.
riding the horse. You gotta be riding the horse.
Oh, yeah,
That's what I said. Like horse.
it's all
You gotta
good.
be in character the whole time.
I'll get you the flyest horse there is
I
if you
think
do
I
it,
do.
blow. Like, I'd get you like the all wooden handle, but that nice, like looks
That's
like a
oak.
baseball
That's
bat
oak you got right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
That's oak
with
you
the
got between
finish
your
on it,
legs.
with
Yeah.
the finish on it.
Hell yeah. Nah,
Make sure that horse has real hair. Right?
If it's not real.
It's not, I don't
Since it's
want
not
that.
real, we don't want it. We
Yeah.
get it braided and everything.
Exactly. See, but I would want to do something like that. Like I kind of like the one you couldn't make it to. What's his name?
The Osos.
Also,
Osos.
little shout out to the homies.
Mm,
I love how they had the food truck there and
Oh yeah.
margaritas. I want to do something like that.
Dude, I was turned that night. Like I barely saw it. Like I remember like saying what's up to you, but after that,
I
like,
said something to you like I don't even know this fucker.
nah,
Like, man, get us este. I
Get us-
don't know.
nah.
Who is this Asian? I'm like, oh.
He's
nah.
that guy
Bro,
Mexican.
thank you.
I'm like, I'm
I've never
Mexican.
said that, but I always get the Asian jokes.
Oh, for real?
I can see
Oh,
it.
you said- no, I was gonna say-
I can see
I thought you were.
Well,
I didn't want to say.
He also had
But-
these little round glasses too. When he puts them
No,
on,
like if I
Asian.
don't have my contacts in, I look. I put on like the
chinky.
Harry Potter glasses. And
Yeah.
and
I'm not
it
gonna lie,
makes
bro.
it
I
even
thought you
more.
were Asian.
I thought,
So
I
if-
thought it was Simone.
So I usually get Asian or Filipino.
Me too.
And when I say Filipino, I'll be like, that was it.
No, I literally had not too long ago the waiter that I was Filipino.
It started talking to you.
Yeah. Oh no. What's the store? It's by my store. Murphy's.
Murphy's, yeah.
Murphy's. The guy I had my badge on. I just got off work. He goes, "Hey, can I ask you something?" I'm like, I already know it's coming. When somebody says, "Can I ask you something?" I know it's what's coming. He goes, "Are you Filipino?"
That's what I get.
I'm like, "No, dude, I'm Mexican." He goes, "Oh, because in your picture, you look Filipino." But I never see somebody be so disappointed in me at all. Like, "Oh, you're not."
Damn.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to tell you something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you gotta tell me some secret.
I thought you were one
He's
of my
gonna
kind.
tell you
I was
some
gonna- I was
gay
about to talk
shit.
so
Like, you're
much
supposed to be
shit.
around here, yeah.
Yeah, no,
I hate this place. I hate my job.
yeah, right.
Let's go let's go do some
No,
drugs.
he's been like he hears it like I always get Filipino, Samoan. When I was skinny, I thought they were Chinese. Like, are you Chinese?
I get Chinese too.
Because I do
yeah.
kung fu. So when they see me do kung fu, like, there's no way you're Mexican.
Yeah.
No, I qualified. My sister got prayed at a quinceañera. She has like 20 kids. My mom has
Like, I
about
got
like-
receipts.
okay.
I got
Yeah,
receipts.
I got receipts, but
I
You're
got
yeah,
definitely,
receipts, bro.
you're definitely
Yeah.
Mexican.
Yeah.
definitely
Tell
Mexican.
them what the DNA says.
Yeah, and I'm 85% indigenous.
You got
Oh, hell
you
yeah.
got you did ancestry,
He
Yeah.
showed me yesterday.
Did you do
bro.
it? Did
Yeah,
you do
bro.
it?
I got 87%.
No shit.
What is it? Actually, I should hold.
We're from the real
See,
motherland,
y'all,
bitch.
y'all are the true beaners.
Well, so I did it because
You didn't
my
trust your mom either?
fiance, and my mom wanted to do it, and I was like, all right, well, you know, I did not want to do it. I did not want to put my fucking DNA in a fucking tube.
They're
And,
gonna clone you, bro.
yeah, dude, fuck it. At this point, if y'all make me another one, just
Make sure he's cool.
yeah, like let me meet up with them, let me dap them up, like you know, whatever.
Right.
But
Bro, you gonna
so yeah,
love this
I'm
life.
87 indigenous, and then I got some pepper flakes of some random shit. But yeah, that's I got some. We both got Spain, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Your next one was what? 3%,
Oh,
3 to 4%
shit.
Spain.
Hold on, show me.
Senegal, Arabian Peninsula. Oh shit.
I'm sprinkled in there. I'm
That-
sprinkled.
That
But
1%
one thing,
European.
what I found out though, is that all those jokes, and even in my family, we all thought we had a little bit of Filipino in us. It's not there. It's not there. So I don't know where the eyes came from.
The Pinos.
I don't know where the eyes came from.
What's the craziest thing that's happened in like on y'all's podcast?
Huh. The craziest thing that happened.
Let me
Or
see.
said?
I mean, I've
Yeah,
said a
you're
lot
right.
of
Oh,
outlandish
man,
stupid
this-
shit.
Said is a lot. Dude. There's so much. Said is so much, but let me see the craziest. Wow.
The freestyle.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna go into too much details, but
We don't want to. We're not gonna say no names. We
Right.
had a person freestyle, and it was probably the worst thing I've ever heard.
Damn, like a Charlemagne when he heard my MGK.
Oh, bro, that's what. Yeah.
Same
So,
thing where it's
yeah.
like didn't move me.
That or when y'all ever heard Iggy Azalea
Yeah.
do her freestyle?
Oh yeah,
And she
The
got a
wild
phone call?
thornberries.
Yeah,
That
and she got
shit
the,
sucked.
yeah, that shit fucking sucks. It was one of those moments.
I was
But
like,
we were professional and we didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings, so I was like,
Oh
I was like,
yeah.
oh, that's cool. Anyways, did you hear about this?
yeah.
Like quickly changed it.
I think we did get to us that.
So if anyone wants to do a deep dive,
Just go look at the shows.
yeah, we'll let people do
Yeah,
the
you
controlling.
go do your deep dive. We're not gonna
uh,
speak bad about people when they're not here.
yeah.
Put a bet
Right.
on there. If someone
How
finds
would you
it.
describe the show though? Because people have asked me like,
That's what I was trying to talk to him about. I was like, because normally him and Iris like do the main hosting,
yeah,
and like I'm always like, if I hop on, because I just like help film
Yeah.
and stuff. But I was like, give me a vibe, like what's the vibe?
Hey, so I just like that you jumped on though. This one.
Yeah, and I was trying to like do a deep dive, and I was like, they just kind of
We're everywhere, bro.
yeah.
Because I was at work today, and she one of my bosses, I told her, oh yeah, check out my podcast. She goes, what is it about? I'm like, it's
Everything.
It's everything. I started giving like little stories here and there, and I'm like, man, it's harsh at times, but I mean, we're a little bit of everything. Shit, like there's no.
Kind of like Theo Vonish, where it's like he doesn't
It can
try
go
to
anywhere.
interview. He doesn't try to interview people. He more just like vibes with people, and
Yeah.
wherever it goes, it goes.
And that's how
Funny or not.
that's how we go with it. Like there's times where we'll have. I remember I made a person cry, not intentionally, but like we were having a holiday episode.
Where's the reel on that?
You know what? I'm gonna make a reel on it.
Yeah, you should. If so, yeah.
Because it was one of those things where we're talking about holiday shit. We were like, hey, we're gonna do a holiday episode. We're gonna drop it around Christmas. Come in your Christmas pajamas.
Yeah.
So I come in, my onesie with Santa Claus surfing, and the girl comes in a reindeer onesie, This one shows up in a fucking robe, no shirt on, looking like Hugh Hefner, you know. So we're all giving out like our holiday stories, and this was like, oh well, I'm always alone and by myself, you know.
Well, this is
I don't like going anywhere. I don't like to bother people. And then the girl's like, yeah, ever since my mom got divorced, you know. And then she got real deep into it. And she started crying.
Man.
And I was like, damn. And as soon as she's explained to us, I'm like, God damn, this is supposed to be a happy show. What the fuck?
I feel like that's Christmas though. It's like emotional.
Yeah,
sometimes.
it's hit or miss. It's hit or miss.
No, yeah, but I mean, and we continued. We rolled. We rolled through that, and then we.
You dabbed her up. You're like, hey, Shawty, you doing your best.
Yeah, you doing what you can, you know.
She starts crying.
Go get him, Tiger.
Yeah.
At least you're alive.
Yeah.
You had a pep talker, like
Right.
But the conversation rolled how it did, and then we just it went back to being entertaining and just talking about whatever. But we have our moments where we'll talk to somebody and we'll hit a note, and once we hit that note, it turns into a different conversation.
Yeah.
And then we can go either ways. We can go really into it, or
yeah. I feel like we've had some people come on. They're like, man, this feel like therapy. Like after we're done,
Yeah.
this feel like therapy. Like just getting off my chest.
I mean,
and
at the end
shit.
of the
It
day,
is
that's what it
therapy, though.
really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it is.
Because if I ask, just say I asked you today, hey, how you doing? And you're like, oh, I'm good. No, how are you
Like
really?
really, yeah,
Yeah, because everyone
Yeah.
has to do that like fake bullshit in the beginning. Yeah.
right,
And some people just come out like, well, I'm pretty bad right now, or whatever.
yeah.
You ever been to a gas station and someone's like that?
Yes.
And they're just and
Yes.
when you hit them with the accent like, I'm good, man. How are you? If you hear the sigh like, fuck.
And but then
I'm just
also
trying to
too,
swipe
you're
my
just
card.
like, hurry up.
But I'm a good
Yeah.
person. But I'm a good person. I'm like, bro, just tell me everything. Tell me
Bro,
everything right now
I've
before I
had
gotta
that
get my
at
gas.
actual gas stations at the gym. Not like
This one gets it more than I do because he's more inviting.
Right.
You
Well,
see me
that's
at the
all-
gas station,
that
you're
same,
just like,
Dude,
People just, like-
I'll get home and I'll tell my fiance and I'm like, bro, someone just not, and I mean it like respectfully, like someone just told me their life story, but
No,
I love it.
that's-
But that's what I want. Like I'd rather choose someone being so comfortable to just let it go, because like obviously they were trying to just
Yeah.
like get that off their chest
Yeah.
Right.
that whole day.
Yeah.
People need that.
See, and that's what I tell him. I'm like, what he said is invited. It's not like I'm trying to be invited. Like, dude, there's been times where I was literally just, like, I'm sitting at the locker room, and I'm just like, oh, just getting my shit together to get ready, to go lift. And the dude I remember, he goes, hey, man, can I talk to you? There's an energy about you. That's what he said. There's an energy about you. Or God is telling me that I could talk to you. Can I just talk to you? I said,
see me, I'd be like, make it quick.
I got somewhere to
he
be.
said in the time, like 10 minutes. And then I'm like, all right, cool, just, what's going on? And he's telling me all the story, what he's going through, the person up front, how they're ignoring him, and he's about to go nuts. And I'm like, bro, it's life. Now, by the end of the day, he'll call me brother or something like that, and he has my number. But it's not the first time. It's always, there's something about you. There's a energy, there's a welcoming about you. I'm like, I don't know how to control that. I don't know. I'm trying to be more like this. No, what's up, bro? So
It's because
Yeah.
I don't.
I can't.
Yeah,
do it.
I think you and I, because even earlier he was telling me, like you were talking to like at the what was that event?
Los?
Yeah, I was talking to you.
Oh no,
like,
the
I was-
podcast event.
Yeah, the podcast event.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I was talking to you
Sockheads?
about, but I know I was talking to you
yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah. We had I remember because I was like, we had like a real good connection. I said,
Yeah.
oh,
It's
like-
just good vibes.
I was
I
just
just
like-
appreciate good vibes.
I'm like, is this happening?
You look into each other's eyes.
What's
We
up,
locked
man?
up. We locked up.
They were here.
I'm not doing this.
Everybody,
That's not how we good, man.
everybody else is like, they good?
They're having a moment.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
because it was. I think it's well, it depends on what you believe in. Me and you believe in the spirituality of a connection, direct connection. So, and we were talking about that for a while, if I'm correct. How how energy can drive things around you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can always feel people's energy, especially if you're like what do you call that? If you meditate and all that, you become. And we were talking for a good while.
You become pretty sensitive to it.
Yeah.
And like I just think that I mean I think it's a thing that you can like feel. I think
Yeah.
everyone can acknowledge that like you can feel someone's vibe,
Yeah.
and I think there's some people that are like oversensitive to that.
Mm-hmm.
They can just tell extra. It's like, you know what, like this person's more able to engage versus someone who's like more
Right.
not like
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
And that's, I don't know what you mean because I do that, with the meditating.
Yeah.
Meditating and practice on that energy wise because, well, that's what we were taught, in martial arts.
Mhm.
So, like me and him, he has a more not welcome energy, but once you get to know him, he's very welcoming.
Like, yeah, if I fuck with you, then I'm just like, oh, okay, you got something to get off your chest, get it off for
See,
you.
so how you guys are? It's like it's very like black and white, where it's very yin and yang, where
Yeah.
it's like, but the nice thing that happens that you guys have both like obviously acknowledged it, where it's like, I just appreciate you, but I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, that if it was a random other person, you wouldn't be willing to go through that with another person.
Probably not.
Exactly. So it's like, you know what? I understand ultimately your goals and your values and what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna respect that, and you're gonna allow me to move in my lane. I'm gonna allow you to move in your lane because like what it sounds like is that like because some friends are like kind of toxic in the sense where like
Very.
where it's like
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
you ultimately have like a I want to have a good comforting base,
Right.
like a where I feel good, and then some friends are just like fuck that shit,
Yeah.
right? So because like I think being positive is most of the time like
It sucks.
well I think people like play on it. I think people like oh that's whack,
Yeah.
versus it's like okay well it's how I'm getting through my day, dude.
Yeah.
Versus where it like you could have like the hardest best friend, and there's some of those best friends that are like that. They're like, you know what, I can't be like that, but I respect you for being like
There
that.
you go. Yeah.
And I need you to be like that to allow me to be who I am.
You're right.
You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
so
Or they bring it out of you.
yeah,
know,
yeah,
vice
because
versa.
like dude, like there's nothing with. There's always like a opposite of everything.
Exactly.
There's always a dark and a light. There's always a soft and a hard. There's always like
And it changes completely.
Yeah.
Again, that's how we are. It changes. It's exactly what you said it is.
yeah.
And he allows me to be who I am, and I allow him to be who he is. There's times where it switches. He could be the dark one, and I'm the light one, or he's the light one, and I'm the dark one.
That's
Well,
being leaders.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
It
Yeah.
just depends on the situation. Like,
Yeah,
you
it
Yeah.
does being leaders. That's where
Like-
it's like I'm not the biggest in astrology. I don't know the roles or
I
anything.
don't care about your
But, like,
sexuality, bro.
but what it is that,
Whatever
like,
you wanna
I think
be.
I think that people can be in tune with other people where it's like
Yeah.
like okay, I think this is more of a time for me to step up to the plate than you.
Yes.
And then you just can know and gauge another person
Exactly.
so well that like when your time.
When's my time to step? Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it is.
whenever we do a show and I feel like there's more of a connection with him and the guest, I'll let him,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll let me.
That I feel like it's been like that too. With like usually if like, because I'm more like on the music side because I do music. So if it's like an artist, I'm usually
All him.
the one asking questions like, oh, like like what do you like to record or like what software do you use?
Yeah.
That type of shit. And so Iris would recognize that and let me talk. But usually it's the other way around where it's like she connects with them, like if it's like a girl or something, like so,
Yeah, no,
it's kind of weird, but
I was looking forward to her being here because I know she was the big UFO
oh yeah,
conspiracy
Yeah.
person.
I know.
Dude, honestly, all of us are. All three of us will sit there.
yeah. I
We
am too.
enjoy like.
I like alien shit sometimes. It's kind of
See, I like it too, but it fucking freaks me out.
right,
sometimes.
right. It's
Like,
like what's out there, just
just
really out there.
just space in general
Yeah,
freaks me out.
I mean,
I was
we should-
watching Interstellar and I was just
dude. I was about to say I love that. That's like my favorite like space movie.
yeah, it's fucking mind blowing.
It's crazy. I always tell people that the very like end part where he goes through the black hole and he's like falling down into like the book cabinets and stuff, like that sound and stuff that you hear, like the like vibration sound. That's what like I had felt, and I watched it in theaters, and I felt the same way when I was watching it, but it felt like the same thing I experienced when I did DMT.
Oh,
So I was like crazy. I was like,
it
what
took
the
you to
fuck
a
is
whole nother level.
right? And it was like you're just falling,
See, I wanna
like
do
in a black
DMT.
space, and
What
you
is
just
that?
hear
DMT,
it's like
it'll take you to see Jesus.
So you experience DMT when you're born and when you die. So it's like that.
Oh, I know
light,
what you're talking about. Oh, yeah.
yeah, you know. But like it's basically a bunch of plants. People like indigenous people use it to connect with their spiritual realm or their ancestors and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what it used to be used for. But nowadays people,
I knew a dude
Cook
that
it up,
did so much
abuse it and shit.
DMT that he believed he was Jesus.
damn, that's crazy.
Hey, it was crazy.
Yeah. Well, nowadays they got them like little vape pens. You can
Yeah,
just
that's
hit
what
it.
he was doing.
Dude,
And he would just do it nonstop.
that's dangerous.
Fucking weird.
That's dangerous.
It changed him completely.
I bet.
You just
I
see
bet.
too much stuff. I have a, we know, but I have a friend that me and my fiance took him to a music festival, and I'm pretty sure it was his first time doing DMT, but he did it with some guy that we met like walking nearby, cause like you ever been to a music festival? Like a low budget.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Never
so
been to a big one.
so I like the campgroundy like low budget ones because like everyone's so much more
Chilled out.
yeah, and everyone's like, oh, like I love you. It's so much more of that, right? So we went there, and he's the type of guy that's like not used to that. He's used to being like hard, right?
Yeah.
And so we get there, and he's like greeted by this guy. I think his name was like Chicken, or his name was like
Chicken.
Cheddar,
Cheddar.
something
Cheddar
random.
Bob.
Something
Cheddar always sounds dangerous.
something
Cheddar Bob.
random, and he was like, they hit it off, and the guy offered him was like, hey man, if you see me later, I'm gonna be doing DMT and blah blah blah, and so the rest of the day, like I don't think I think he intended to like meet up with him,
Yeah.
but like he obviously like no one had numbers and stuff, but like he met up with him, but then later when we saw him, like it was after he came from the trip. He was like, bro, and he just his mind seemed so much more open than prior to that.
That's what he did. DMT.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
and so the only thing
It
prior to
relaxed
that,
the
like I
fuck
knew,
out of him.
yeah,
Yeah.
Uh,
That's crazy.
Well, now I mean, it might have worn off by now, but like, yes, at the time, I think it was very therapeutic and mind opening. I think the benefit of that whole situation was that like, I think he saw how much good there can be in the world. I'll say
Ooh.
that. Yeah.
See, I want to do some shit like that.
I'm down.
You ever done like mushrooms or anything like that? Or?
I haven't.
No.
I
I
want
did
to.
mushrooms back when I was young, like
Yeah.
19. I'm 37, so that was a long ass time ago. And it probably wasn't even good mushrooms, you know. Like
Yeah.
I know now they got some good shit out there,
Right.
but I want to do DMT because you know what, I'm one
I
of
want
those.
to do it one time. I only want to do it one time. 'cause
Dude, well,
he's
I
chopped it
wasn't
up
even
so
gonna
much.
do it. It was the weirdest thing too. Like I was living
Also,
in
it only
Oklahoma.
lasts like 15 minutes.
Yeah. So I was like living in Oklahoma and
That can
like
feel like a lifetime.
So that's
No,
what they
yeah.
say.
so I was actually coming back from Texas and going back to Oklahoma, and my girlfriend at the time, she was like, my friend's friend said she has some DMT and she wants to do it with us, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, I've heard about it, and I had done like prior to that, I've done mushrooms, that was it, and I was like, well, fuck, I mean, I don't know, maybe.
He's like,
And
I don't
so
know, maybe.
we get home and like everyone shows up and like everyone starts doing it.
Oh, like, ask me later.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna watch. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I can handle it. And at the time, I was going through a lot of shit too, like moving back and forth. And so I was like, I don't know. I'm just gonna chill on and watch y'all do it. Then I started seeing everybody doing it. They're having a good time. I'm like, you know what? This is free. Like, someone's offering this. Like, I'm never gonna get this chance again. So like, why not? So I
Yeah.
ended up doing it, and it was good for me. My girlfriend, who was like the one who's like, yeah, let's do it. Dude, she had a bad trip. And so like while I'm doing
See, that's
mine.
what scares me.
Yeah, no, like while I'm doing mine, like I hear her like in the background, like I'm still kind of tripping, but I'm coming out of it, and I hear her just like going crazy. I'm like, oh shit, and I like kind of like wake up and like see her, and she's like sitting, like her eyes are just like coming out of her like head. It looked like,
Oh shit.
and I'm like, you need to calm down, like breathe with me, and I started like kind of trying to like calm her down, meditate her, and it worked out for a little bit, and then she just like lost it, and I was just like, okay. And at that point, I was already like out of it, like, and it did only last like 10-15 minutes, and that was
Yeah.
it.
See, that's what worries me. Not that I'll like freak out or anything, but that it won't be a good experience.
Yeah.
Well, so do you have like a active imagination?
Yes.
So I was told by like
I have
my
a
friend that like
a
don't
fucked
do it
up
because
imagination.
so that's yeah same
You
yeah.
you know those people that like talk to themselves all the time?
That's me.
That is me, like
Yeah.
24/7.
Dude, my fiance would be like, "Are you talking to yourself?" I'm like, "I'm just planning out my day."
Yeah.
I'm just trying. I'm
Right.
just
Yeah.
because like,
Like-
if I don't do that, then like I can't like rationalize it. You know, like I can't. I have to.
Like, I'm the type of person that'll be at work and I'm doing something, and I didn't do it right, and I'll ask myself, "What the fuck did I do wrong?"
Right.
And then I'll answer myself.
Yeah.
Like that, I will literally have a conversation with myself, just because I'm trying to figure something out.
Do you have an inner monologue?
Yes.
Have you ever met someone with that one?
No, but that's weird to me.
I've met one person.
Do you have an inner
I
monologue?
love him to death, but I think he's
Bro,
a
if I talk to
psychopath.
myself,
I think he's a
In your
psychopath.
head. Yeah.
yeah,
Do you hear voices?
all the time. Yes, every day.
Okay, so I've met someone without that.
That's crazy.
I think he's a psychopath,
I think so too.
right?
I agree.
That makes no sense. So I asked him, I was like, so you've just been acting this entire time? He's
Saying
like,
shit
I
out
don't-
loud.
Yeah, he was like, I don't understand how you think before you do things.
Mm.
I was like, you just out here just
You
doing
wildin', my
everything.
boy.
balls to the wall. Yeah, Dude, but he's successful. I mean, he runs multiple locations of things. I don't want to.
See,
Yeah, I
that
don't wanna
that's
put him
that's
out there, but,
crazy
like,
to me though, because like my mind is like 5 steps ahead of me. So if I'm driving, I'm looking at all the other cars and looking at what direction they're going. Oh, I gotta stop, and I tell
Right.
myself, you gotta stop. You know, like
Right.
Yeah. See, I feel like with psychedelics, it kind of just minimizes all that. Like, you know, like all the windows or pop-ups you have like in your browser and shit.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, like where it's like you do have a lot and it starts like minimizing it to where it's like it finally gets to that one spot where you're like, oh fuck, this is the way I should have been thinking.
I'm also scared that I'm gonna say something that I shouldn't say. You know,
Like what?
so I don't know. I don't want to snitch on myself
Bro,
or something.
I was doing mushrooms one time and the girl we were hanging out with, we couldn't find her. And then we're like, oh shit, where's she at? And so we were looking around around the house. We go to the restroom. She's in the restroom looking at herself in the mirror. She's crying. And we're like, oh, what's going on? She's like, I'm just so ugly. And like storms out of the room, like runs out like, ah. And like goes to another room. We can't even find her. And we're like, what the fuck? And she like locked herself up in like this closet, like dark ass closet. We open the door and she just starts laughing. And we're like, what? And she's just like out of there, like.
See, the one time I did acid, the one fucking time I did acid, my homeboy started freaking the fuck out. And he was talking to somebody. And he
Oh,
started
shit.
freaking me out.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't do this. And he lived in a 2-story house. For whatever reason, I thought the window was the only way for me to get out.
Damn.
So I crawled out the window, and then I fucking somehow got on top of a tree and climbed my way down.
Damn.
I don't fucking know why. Just to go back into the room. Just to go back into the living room. Because I was like, I shouldn't have left him. Let me go back. And I walked in normally.
I can't leave my boy down.
Yeah,
I
I
can't leave my
walked in
boy out there.
normally, went back upstairs, was looking for him. He was in the closet, bro, just like
Dang.
freaking out, like just
He was
rocking
looking for
back
you.
and forth.
You know what? You chose the most exotic way to exit.
Yeah,
That's
that's
all
probably-
it is. That's all.
It's probably like a
that's all
mental
it is.
thing for you, like, oh, like I'm good now.
Well, see, my this is gonna sound weird, but I'm always looking for an exit.
Ah, okay.
Like I don't know why. I just feel like I always have to know where I can fucking run out.
It's not
Yeah.
a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
It's
Right.
not a bad thing, but it's a paranoid thing.
Yeah.
Because whenever I walk in somewhere, I'm like, oh, there's
You got
an
to sit
exit
by the
there.
door or something. Got to be.
I don't
watching
even
the
know.
door.
I don't even need to do that. I just need
Oh.
to know where it's at
Okay, okay.
because I have confidence that I could probably outrun him.
Damn.
So
So
whatever
it
happens
is.
to me is gonna happen to him first.
Y'all both gotta be tripping.
Damn.
and running.
Peter, watch out.
So we don't need to ask any zombie apocalypse questions.
No, right.
Nah,
yeah.
nah.
I'm
I'll
running.
survive.
I'm surviving.
We all know who survives.
Oh, no.
It becomes the kingpin of people.
Right.
But yeah, I'm
The
always looking for
zombies.
exits. I don't know why. It's just the way my brain.
It's not a
Yeah.
bad thing. It's
No,
not a
it's-
bad thing. Yeah. It's just being self-aware.
Yeah, I'm always,
I mean, it's important. I mean,
and I think
it's important.
while I was doing the acid, that was like the only logical thing.
Well,
Because I don't know if I could like see a door at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I just saw a window and I saw a tree. And I was like, get
Like,
that.
I'm out of
You
here.
know what? I used to climb
Peace
those.
out.
I got this.
I never climbed trees. It was more of a, I'm lucky I didn't bust my ass.
Let's
You hit
test this
the
out.
Georgia the jungle on it.
Yeah. He was never a little boy.
my inner tree climber came out.
Fair enough.
Well, to wrap things up, guys, I know y'all have a big event coming up too on September 24th. Tell us a little bit about that and how that happened.
Yeah,
Came to
September
fruition.
24th we have the DFW Chicano Fest in Dallas.
Yay.
Buy some tickets.
Please show some love.
Show some
Yeah.
love, support the culture, you know.
Y'all hosting it, right?
Huh?
Y'all hosting?
Yeah,
Yep.
there's gonna be 2 stages. I don't know if y'all know him, but Mean Mowdy. He was a older DJ from back in the day. He did a lot of like club hosting back in my days. Radio personality, so that's what he does a lot of. He's a legend in hosting, basically.
Nice.
This is gonna be our first event,
Nice.
so we're kind of fucking nervous.
They're popping our cherry.
Yeah, you know.
Hey, that's
we're-
tight though.
We're getting into something.
Got to get out
Yes,
there.
we are.
Yeah.
He says tight.
Well, guy that we just had on too, top of the show, he's gonna be there performing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've talked to his manager a couple times.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have him on the show,
Nice.
and
nice,
I know
yeah.
we're gonna see him there. So
Yeah,
we're gonna have a camera. We're gonna have some content. You know, we're gonna make some shit happen.
that's tight. That's tight.
A lot of people are gonna be there. Fernando Vargas, the old.
Oh
boxer,
yeah, I seen that.
He's gonna be there. There's gonna be a lot of people there. A bunch of artists. Kid Frost. If
Yeah,
y'all
seen
are
Kid
all
Frost.
in tune with the old Mexican rap, you know, Chicano rap.
Yeah.
But
Or
it's,
this from my house.
it's gonna be something dope. It's definitely a new experience for us because we've never done anything like this.
Yeah, that's tight.
You guys gonna
Congrats.
be there?
Hey, I want to be there. I definitely want to
Well,
be
you
there.
guys are more than welcome to invited.
Get the free tickets.
Yeah,
When is it?
I'm just kidding.
Hey,
24th.
September 24th.
I'm gonna try. I'm
on
gonna see.
Yeah?
Yeah. Always hooking up for the homies.
Hey, we'll come there, shoot some content, get y'all in there.
Hey, bad, bro. Yeah.
Sunday. We'll see what we can do.
There you go. There you go.
But
Yeah,
we're-
I'll do a hype reel.
Yeah, this guy's good at video.
Yeah.
Video work.
we'll definitely
We'll
work
talk
on
about.
something.
We'll talk about.
Yeah, because
We'll stay connected. We'll see what we can make happen. But yeah, it's gonna be a dope event. Y'all go out, support the culture, support what we do. You know, see how it goes. I'm not used to being on a mic in front of people. Like I can do it in
Right.
front of a fucking camera with
Yeah.
no problem, talking to 2 people that I've met maybe once before. But to be in the mic in front of a bunch of people, that got me
A
kind of
little
nervous.
nervous. Yeah.
I think
I'd
I
imagine
think
that
what you'll
too.
find is that you flip a switch in your mind.
Probably just got a little-
and
Yeah.
Little juice in
yeah.
there.
Yeah, but I'm also the kind of person that's like, fuck it, let's just do it. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll flip that switch.
Yeah.
You're just like, we're here.
We got to do it.
You
Yeah.
gotta make it happen.
like that's my attitude for everything. Like this will tell you we'll go do something, or like when we went to the stockyard thing.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever y'all were there. I mean, I'm not used to being
It's a
around
performance.
A lot of
It's
people.
a performance.
Right.
It's okay. It's okay. Like
Yeah.
like you're supposed to be allowed to like
Yeah.
Yeah.
flip on a switch and flip off a switch. Like we don't have to be like that all the time.
I'm,
You know.
sure,
So,
I'm the same way too. So
Yeah, I'm not used to like being around a lot of people or trying to reach out, and I think doing stuff like this has actually
help. Yep.
helped me with that because he does it better than I do.
I've been around it longer,
So
but
like me, I'm not as welcoming. Like I could be in a room full of people and I'm just gonna talk to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
he's done that too.
I'm the same exact way.
But I mean, I think once he starts, relaxing, he's everywhere.
Yeah.
This guy moves around and meets people, and we're like, oh shit, people's making friends.
Start doing drugs with everybody.
'Cause it's the cool thing to do.
Keg stands.
It's because you gotta look for the pothead in the room.
Ah,
The pothead in the room will introduce you to everybody.
That's true.
That's how it usually works.
that is true.
Or the cokehead.
Yeah, I'm like, ah.
That's when you see everybody go to the restroom in the
Yeah.
same stall.
That'll
You know
come
what's
out like,
going
yo.
on.
Yeah, who's for real though?
Yeah. Bad.
Well, shit. Anything else y'all have like coming up? Any announcements y'all wanna, or any shout outs or anything?
We haven't been recording because my baby was in the NICU for a month, but all that's out the way, so we will be dropping shows weekly now, back again.
Yep.
Y'all recently just dropped
We
one
just
too.
dropped
right?
one today,
Check it out.
so
Go
check
check
it
it
out.
Yep.
Hotel stories, you'll hear a bunch of crazy weird shit. But yeah, man, just check us out. We'll be back on, and we're definitely gonna be doing more stuff, and hopefully we can have you guys on our show pretty soon.
Hell yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Hopefully,
Yeah, Iris is definitely.
Iris
I know
can
she'll
make it.
definitely want to be there. So
For sure.
yeah. Well, Thank you, Manny. Thank you, Lupe.
Thank you, guys.
Shout out to everybody for tuning in. And this has been The Juice.
Nice. You got the juice, huh?